Hello everybody and welcome to the Lotus Fire Show. My name is Pirates Metaverse. We are back today for hopefully a longer stream than this morning or this afternoon's with Pokemon Scarlet version. Void and I are playing more Nuzlocke Soul Link. We're gonna have a good time. Hopefully not lose any Pokemons. Well, and hopefully Twitch is not gonna die. I don't have much else to say about that. So with no further ado, I'm gonna undeafen myself and we can listen to Void's beautiful voice. Hello. We have to take off. I don't think Void's undeafened, or maybe I redeafened myself. What did I do? No, I can hear, so it's Void. He's deafened still. We gotta take Folu off because this is not, in fact, that game. Okay, I think our next destination had been Cloth. I don't think that Void fought Cloth. You didn't fight Cloth yet, right?
No, I was in front of it when I logged on.
Rip.
I have to go over there and do Cloth.
Yeah, so Cloth being... I can't... okay, I'm gonna make my way to Artisan.
Buttons. That's not the button.
Buttons, man.
I have to remember which buttons do which. It's been so long.
I've honestly been overloading myself with Pokemon, and I think that that's a... Oh, hello. Thank you for the resubscription, Liam. How are you on this fine evening? Of the 1st, 3rd of January of 2023.
I would have loved to try using a Cloth.
Oh no, this next boss is gonna be awful for me. Okay, hello Cloth.
I gotta go fight Cloth, so let me
doing good.
Okay. So I have the fancy in my party. I forgot about that.
Nice. Oh yeah, I need that document up. Oh man, I sure hope this does not strain my compu power.
Yeah, I should grab that too. Oh, he's going up there. We're gonna go follow him.
I think we figured out a secret. Or I figured out a kind of cheat for my computer.
Oh?
And it's that, where is it? Back up, no. I forget what the name of the document is. I might be on the wrong account, hang on. It's just that, yeah, there it is. I boot up the computer and then I restart it, and apparently that helps because the last stream went okay. Now I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not gonna wood. Oh yeah, you have the fancy. That's right. I see what you mean.
Yeah, I got a fancy. Hold on, I'm trying to find.
How do you motorcycle on this?
Drive.
1st, 3rd January 2023. Is there more than one? No. But then that means that it's automatically the 1st, and I'm automatically right. Technically correct, baby.
Got it up. Okay. I think bulldozing my best bet.
So you're telling me a shrimp fried this race?
Oh good, that doesn't do a lot.
Oh, you're actually straight fighting him right now?
Yeah.
Liam, you're subscribing. We already kind of put together what game
He's angry.
You wanted. So normally I'd ask, but I've already got yours. Hey Void, you're subscribed, right?
Am I?
Via gifted sub, I believe.
Maybe.
Sultan Sanctuary. It's on the list. I actually own the game and I tried to beat it. I got to a point where
your emotes are locked for me, so I don't think
I don't think you are. Okay, then never mind. You don't get to ask the question then. Sad face.
Okay, I'm on phase 2 of Cloth.
The artists are neat. That was quick. Got that done lickety split.
Hold on, I'm falling on top of him. There we go.
Oh yes, that's the glitch, eh?
What?
This is the Doom Zone, isn't it? If I go here, I get attacked by like level 40 Armor Rouge.
Oh, be careful if that's the case.
I don't remember where I am, but it was painful last time. I need to go to Artisan, that's what I need to do, because that's the next thing, right? Or are we doing a beta toys? You just need to get a feel for the timing like any other Souls. I've
heard good things.
It feels clunky, I think. It's just a little clunkier than Dark Souls 3. It's just a little clunkier than all the 3D Souls games, based on the fact that, like, I'm trying to climb.
2D, right?
Yeah, it's a 2D game, so.
Yeah, 2D Souls-like games sometimes can be kind of clunky.
Which is not, like, inherently bad. Deflection is OP. That's the problem. I never bothered.
Oh no, Bulldoze hits my ally as well. Okay.
Oh no. Anyway.
Well, too bad, Shelter. I don't care about you.
Arvin was never really good at battles until you actually get to, like,
The end?
The end, yeah, where he needs to be, like, he's only good at battles when you have to fight him. Hey, the last time we played this game, I hadn't finished the game yet, eh?
Oh. Really? I thought we talked about that.
No, I think I got to the end, but I never finished it, or I hadn't finished it yet. Did we? Maybe. Hang on.
Oh no, I swear last time you said you finished it. Like you just finished it before that.
Am I in a new? Okay, so maybe. Well, I did the tournament, the post-game stuff.
Yeah.
I got all my homies the legendary Pokemon, which is really cool because I just spam the snail now. Also, how far into the game were you? Because later on you get loads of movement options. I was in not an Orlando, I think.
Oh hell yeah! Arvin's actually doing shit, leering the crab for me.
Nice. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, by not an Orlando, Liam. I think I built my character wrong too. The leveling system's a little bizarre in Salt and Sanctuary comparatively to actual Souls-like. Or it looks bizarre, therefore I think it's bizarre, but it might not actually be bizarre. Ooh! A Terra Raid Pokemon!
I just realized how dangerous this is. Because it's got its attack and special attack raised again.
Because of the
I should have terrastalized Bulldoze.
Looks like we're gonna... The city place? Yeah, the big thing. There's like a giant boss that I couldn't beat.
Did it attack?
Yeah. Oh, then it, yeah, it's the castle.
I think it was faster than me by default, so like I almost said Bulldoze, I don't know why.
Hold on a second, that's suggestive.
My Bulldoze lowered its speed, but it's also constantly raising its speed, so I'm kind of worried.
The castle?
Yeah, I should have terrastalized. I could have killed it.
There was like a million, yeah, Leon, there was a million like giant knight enemies that I really hated, and I tried to go another way and it just didn't work. I could turn and flip to the ceiling every now and then.
Better play.
Well, I don't like it when Rickety uses that ability because it has the next attack. Doesn't it have that ability that like does more damage depending on its stat buffs?
Okay, that was good. I just healed while Shelder ice sharded it to death, so...
Excuse me? The castle, yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's close to the end of the game, but I might be completely wrong as well. Uh-oh.
I gotta go through all of Arvin's dialogue.
Shut up, Arvin, jeez.
Oh my god, I'm like seeing like frames are going down.
On your game?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, I like that the thing I had before for your like little face image just kind of broke at some point.
Oh, cool. No, don't kill Litlinks. I like the cats.
Why did it break?
Discord broke it?
Yeah, because if you look at it, you just see those very small like images of like us talking and it's just highlighting it.
Okay. Maybe it was based on a site, right? Or
No, it's just some code.
Okay.
I'm gonna just take that off.
Mid game, okay, gotcha. And you said
no
crabs.
Now.
Are you referring to the crabs from Dark Souls 3? I never deflect those. I deflect pigs though. I thought I was.
Matt, I'll say it again. I'm sad that you're not available on Sundays.
Oh no.
Oh, did you get stuck?
Oh. Oh, there's a failsafe. Oh, that's cool.
there's a failsafe. I found that out too, the hard way.
I'm also sad I'm not available on the Sundays because like I feel like there's not a lot of DMs that I would be like, hey man, this person I want to give certain characters a shot with, and I feel like while you're not super confident in your DMing capacity, I feel like you could at least make it kind of like the story that I want or ish with that character. So I was just kind of waiting for you to run a campaign and be like, I'm playing this character now, and I can't join. The attack, their weak points from.
I'm mostly doing it because like I can run it from a book, and books are easier to do while in school and stuff, so I don't have to do as much like prep.
Right, you were running. You wanted to run Dragonlance, correct?
Yeah, that's the new Dragonlance book. It's literally just if I've read through the whole thing, it's just Horde but in Dragonlance.
Is it though? Is it though? Like,
it's much better.
I feel like it's on a
much
bigger
better written.
scale too. Like from what
It's the whole war.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so it's basically Horde if Horde wasn't split into Horde and is it Tyranny, or the second one is Rise of Tiamat? Rise of Tiamat.
Let's just say at one point there might be a scene that would look like a scene from the Heaven's Ward trailer from Final Fantasy.
Actually, I know I've said this before, but I have read the first 3 Dragonlance novels, and yeah, that fits.
I have not actually read any of them, but I'm always intrigued in like learning about these settings. Like I've done a lot of research on Dragonlance since I decided to do this.
There's like 75 books in the series, eh? So like,
Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to get up to date on that.
No, well, so like this. Oh, I just went up to the. Okay.
Well, this book takes place during the War of the Lance.
Which is. I don't think it's the first 3 books.
It's like the Third Age or something like that.
Yeah, it's not the first 3 books.
It's like after the Cataclysm.
I think it's before the actual novels.
I think, from what I read, the modern age of Dragonlance is like the 5th age.
That makes sense, yeah. Because, if memory serves, the story of the first 3 novels revolves around a group of people where they're kind of like chosen to stop the rise of totally not Tiamat Takesis. Against their will? Question mark. Some of them, definitely. And it kind of follows that. So like, oh man, that means we don't get fear-inflicted Kenders. That's funny. Like they're
the Kenders in this, like I've looked at the species for Kender.
Yeah.
They also get a taunt ability. But yeah, they have a ability that I think they have ability that deals with fear, and they can actually succeed on 1 fear. Like
yeah.
One, if they were to get frightened, they can just succeed on 1 check.
In universe, Kenders are supposed to be like think halflings or gnomes, but
I've heard they're like halflings, but they do not know the concept of private property.
They don't know yeah, I think I've said that actually. They don't know the concept of private property, and they also don't know the concept of fear. So their emotional range isn't the same as like other mortals, I guess is the way they'd explain it. Which leads like I've said, they're I don't remember the name of their friend, the main character, but one of the main characters that is the Kender, but he keeps nabbing stuff from other people. And he's just saying like, oh, I'm just borrowing it, don't worry, I'll give it back, or stuff like that. I mean, it just never happens. He's essentially stealing things, but because he doesn't understand that like things belong to other people, he doesn't care. And he ends up being one of the first Kenders to ever experience fear, because through natural means he shouldn't ever feel fear, but dragons are not natural means. So he ends up feeling fear that way, and it kind of spawns a sect of the Kenders that have felt fear and now no longer knew what to do with themselves, because after feeling fear they're like, well, now what happens if I feel it again by doing stuff that I shouldn't be doing or that feels dangerous? So they now understand the concept of danger and wariness, which completely ruins like their society, so they're kind of like exiled from wherever they're from.
Yeah, I've heard Kenders are kind of infamous in the way of like player characters in the past, because of like that, like you would have those kind of people that it's just like take everything from everybody.
Yeah, it gives you an excuse to just be the worst kind of like rogue character.
Yeah. I've made it to the town.
I am an artisan. I don't remember the levels of Brassius's team.
It's like 19.
Thank you, Aziza Bisola, for following. Welcome to my corner of the internet. Huzzah. We're dying. Aziza Bisola. Oh, you can dizzy your ride Pokemon?
Did you just make it dizzy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that if you spin in this game, it's not like in Sword and Shield, where like when you stop, your character just kind of stumbles. Case in point.
Oh, it's actually level 17 for the grass gym.
Oh, dude, we're so set.
So we're set. I'm pretty sure I can. The only risk is that like this.
What's my team?
His Pseudo Budo is a very good Pokemon against like all of the weaknesses, because like rock and grass cover each other very well.
Yeah, but if you take it out in one hit, you don't have to worry about that. I wish I had a physical
Yeah,
attack.
I'd have to take it out with one hit though.
Okay, I need a physical attack on Lit Links then, because if I don't, the Ember's not doing it. It's not covering.
Incinerate is the fire move I'd be able to use.
Well, there's Fire Fang available at TMs, yeah?
Well, it's a special attack 60 power move, so it should be fine.
I don't have anything. I need something new. Where's the Pokemon Center? I definitely cannot fight him with Lit Links only having Ember, or I will die, and Quackleval will not be able to compensate.
What is your team again right now?
Currently, I have it's Sunkern.
Oh yeah.
Oinkdole, Litleo, Diglett, Quaxwell, and Mudbray. Available to me currently. That's a lot of ground types for the record.
Ground is very hard to like. When I played through the first time, ground was so annoying to me because it was like my one weakness. Even now, I have like a bunch of Pokemon weak to ground, but at least I have a ground type now.
I have 2 ground types. I think Oinkologne is just dark or normal. I don't remember your type combo. Normal. It's just normal.
Oinkologne is just normal, I believe.
Yeah. Though the moveset has a dark move and a fairy move. I have access to Fletchling, but Fletchling's only level 15, so I'd need to fix that. Also, that would imply that we move... No, never mind. Fletchling's dead. That's the Emmet softbox.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, aren't they dead?
That's the Emmet softbox.
I'm even looking at my dead right now. I got, like, the Hoppip, the Bronzor, and the fucking Rickety.
Right, so... Oh, what did you... Why is Knackle?
You had one encounter that you got and I failed on. So
is that the Knackle? That would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I don't see Knackle anywhere. Knackity deceased. Yeah, okay.
Should be good to just go in on this fight.
I'm gonna see if I can get myself Fire Fang. I didn't EV train.
I think keeping the charcoal on my starter is better.
Oh yeah, you have a fire type, eh?
Yeah.
I can't craft this, it needs question mark.
It comes down to it.
I don't have any fire type stuff.
Poison type, but does Sudowoodo know any ground moves?
Usual time tomorrow, I'm not working. I was being
I think
communicated.
Sudowoodo mostly is like got Trailblaze and some rock moves.
It probably has like a rock throw. Hello, John!
Hey, John exists.
How are you doing?
Hey, John.
Fine.
John's internet has been like down.
Sadness? Oh no, no sadness. Sadness bad. My freaking views are bad. Okay.
Yeah, sadness bad. Bad sadness.
Oh, bug!
Badness.
Bug works. I don't have anything that can learn bug. Never mind. Pounce? No one can learn pounce. Swift? Useless. Muda.
I'm meeting Nimona again.
Oh no, she's gonna try and beat our butts. I'm watching on data. Oh noes.
Well, I like Nimona.
John, my friend. I do like Nimona. I don't like having to fight her. John, my friend, you're subscribed, correct? Oh, and there we go. The count's up. Jeez.
Oh yeah, I forgot the gym challenge is finding all the Sunflora.
We're just gonna have to see him bust his knees up again. It's gonna be great.
We should be good for this fight. I think we're leveled up enough for this. Like I have a fire starter that's 2 levels higher than the strongest, so I know I'm probably good.
What's the strongest? Oh.
17.
Thank you for resubscribing, John. This brings me to my next question. I'm starting this thing now this year, hopefully forever, where I'm gonna write down all my subscribers' favorite video games, and I'm gonna try to make a point to stream it. So far we've got one person that's subscribed.
Oh, nice. Fuck, you're gonna make me want to subscribe to make you play like Manakemia.
That's the point, my dude. It's big brain hours. So yeah, Liam's already given me his. I've just heard Josh's, Void's, but I don't know that Void is actually subscribed. No, I'm not subscribed. It's up to you. We're not gonna force anybody to subscribe, of course. But
I'll
I'm
subscribe sometime. I mean, I could definitely subscribe before like the. What the? Oh, did they give you like 3 Sunflora automatically?
They can play Drakengard again. No, stop. It doesn't count if I've already played the game.
Oh, what was I gonna say?
Cease.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I can definitely subscribe at some point this year. So.
Okay.
Because hopefully by like the end of April I have my job. So.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're done schooling soon.
Yeah. I want to make that good money.
It doesn't count if you guys are freaking playing gaming the system, though. If you're like, oh, you know what, my favorite game is the one that, what'd you say you hated again, Pyres? That's not fair. The point is to get you guys to enjoy the stream, not...
Makes you play a mech game.
You know there's a mech game that if you're gonna do that, it's probs Dragon Age. Which one? Inquisition? The whole series? I don't know about the whole series, but you haven't subscribed for a long time, so... The thing is that I don't want to play Dragon Age Inquisition.
Is this an encounter in the town? Can you catch this Sunflora? Either way, I wouldn't be able to because you have it, but it was just a thought.
Oh yeah, dupes.
Because like I'm fighting a Sunflora in the town right now, and I think it's part of the challenge, but I was wondering if I could catch it.
That'd be funny. 10 Sunflora, you just need to beat the crap out of them. Cool.
Dog.
For now, I have written down Dragon Age. I will put a question mark next to it, just like when Liam said Desperado question thing.
Oops, I got rid of the normal move. Actually, I should have kept that.
It's true, I played KOTOR and I got big upset with it. I feel bad because like I did a top 10 most liked and top 10 least liked streamed games of the year on Hive.
Yeah.
And I put KOTOR in for the least like. Not the top least like, that's Breath of Fire 1. But I think it was around like 9. It wasn't like awful, it was just one of the streams I disliked most. I do not blame you for grabs the KOTOR. Yeah, you keep saying KOTOR 2 is better, so. I just see a very, very frame rate reduced Miraidon off in the distance.
I'm pretty sure I just found the last one. Yep.
Much like Inscription is quickly becoming one of my favorite games right now.
You liking it a lot?
Oh my
I knew you would like it.
It's...
I just couldn't say anything when you said like, oh, I can't wait to play this roguelike.
It's so good. What the hell? I mean, everyone I asked told me it was a roguelike, and all I had seen was my friend Enibisu, shouts out to her, on Twitch, like stream the first bit, and I don't think I'd ever seen them go past the prospector.
Like the beginning. Most people don't really go past the beginning. Like when you see people, like what they show off.
Yeah.
The rest is a secret.
Well, we're breaking the secret on Twitch.
The person who made it is really well known for like those types of games.
Yeah,
even that game, when it came out, there were like clues you could find in it that you could actually go online and it would link. It was like a treasure hunt. You would lead you to the next clue, and then you would figure out that clue to figure out to another thing.
I think they are doing a remaster, John. They're remastering 1 and 2. Alright,
I gotta go in and fight the gym leader.
Clues? Yeah, what do you guys kept saying ARG, and I'm not familiar with that, but I know that it's a thing. What is an ARG? Augmented reality game? No.
That's what when I think ARG, that's what I think, but I don't know.
Because it's stuff that takes place in the real world.
It is just a really meta game.
Okay. Because I know Binding of Isaac had something like that.
Alternate reality game.
Alternate reality. Okay. I know Binding of Isaac had something like that before the release of its final DLC. I think it's Afterbirth.
Yep.
Or Rebirth. They had another birth type thing where like they did this whole like scour the United States of America to find the clues. Gravity Falls? Oh, interesting. Got 8 Sunflora.
I just healed and I'm preparing for the gym.
I mean, you can attempt it without me.
I'm going to.
Yeah. That's what I did with the previous one.
Not like I can, not like we can double battle the gym leader. That'd be cool if we could, but...
Temtem game. Many other horror series also. Yeah.
At some point, Temtem something we can play together. I have it on PS5. I just haven't touched it a lot. I played it like for like 2 hours, but I stopped playing because of like my eyesight.
Yeah, I would have
playing it in the big TV.
I would have gotten it on the PC, though now my PC needs to go see the doctor, so
Need that PC doctor.
it's occurred to me that horror game, I think that's 10. 10's written at the top left. There we go. Horror games, like, it's occurred to me that Inscription does horror, but not really. Like, y'all said it was softcore, I was like, okay. I see it, because, like, you get all those little bits where you're like, oh, please don't touch me. And then there's these little bits where, like, stuff happens and you're like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I think it was, like, marketed as, like, a horror card game, which you can kind of tell, like, it kind of looks like that from, like, the beginning part.
Being chained to the table makes me feel like it's a horror card game, yeah.
Gouging your eye out, pulling a tooth out,
yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah,
I also like that you had to do the eye thing to continue.
Well, you could brute force it, allegedly.
Well, no, you actually had to, like, get the seeing eye to find some things.
So you need to do all the... Oh, yeah, otherwise you don't get the 11... okay, yeah. Yeah. I wonder what the goop does. I still didn't figure out what the goop did in part 1, so I'm like, upsetty spaghetti.
Well, the goop, you also saw the goop in part 2.
Yeah, I know, I saw it in, I forget, but I did see it.
I'm sure we won't see him again.
I'm pretty sure we will see it again. Okay, oh, phooey, here we go. Let's go fight Brassius.
I could just set up and then blow through everything here.
I think we're gonna put Litleo in Terror stall immediately.
Suitable is physical, right? I could just X defend and get some defense up before I
oh,
go
that's
in. Just in
genius, using items. Playing the game like a real comp player.
Yeah, I try not to use items in typical Nuzlocke now, because like I figured out how broken a lot of the things you can do in it is.
No, I'm down with this. This is fine.
Because you can just X item all the way up and heal when you need to, and it would just get really broken really fast. Because you make yourself +6 and everything.
I'm gonna do that because I feel like you want to keep your links, your shinks.
Yeah, do what you want. I'm gonna terrestrialize, incinerate probably. I've done 1 defense boost, I think, just now. So
it's a level 2 fire type, and it only has Ember. Petulant? What a joke. What a joke. Is Ember I think Ember's supposed to be a special type, right?
Ember is special.
Aww. Remember when special / physical was tied to what type it was and not actually the type of attack it was?
Yeah, Gen 3. And below.
Really? Gen 3 as well? Wow.
Gen 4 is when the split happened.
No wonder Gen 4 is so cool.
Gen 4 was actually pretty good.
Really like Gen 4, but a lot of people say it's
Which is why a lot of people, like, complain about it.
Because it's
was good, but, like, I haven't played Platinum, but I played Diamond and Pearl, and I like those, so...
I played... Diamond was the first game of Pokemon that I actually beat, barring Blue version, because Blue was my mom's.
I borrowed, when I was younger, I borrowed Blue from a friend and beat it.
Yeah.
And then I got Silver, and I played Silver religiously for a while. And then eventually I got, like, Emerald.
Yeah. Yeah, I did Diamond, then Platinum, then Emerald.
Yeah, and then I got, like, Fire Red, Leaf Green for, like, one Christmas, I think. And then I got a DS, but no DS games. So I was, like, playing on a DS, playing Fire Red, Leaf Green.
You know, the good side of having Litleo with only Ember is that, again, truly Wudo is mostly probably physical defense based.
Yes, I would say so. That's why I popped the next defend. Pull it, incinerate, knowing he's gonna turn into a grass. Time for truly Wudo.
If I'm being honest, John, to answer your question, I'm not sure, because we already have the next sets of playthroughs pretty much set in stone, and I'm really on the fence about continuing to poll for the games, because there are like a lot of streams that I just want to do.
Oh my god, he has 1 health left. Oh, he's sturdy.
Oh, yes. So I don't know. I feel like it's at some point I might play, but not anywhere near down the line, and that's kind of like cursed sentence because like it just means I can't guarantee it.
Oh yeah, I forgot the AI sucks to use Trailblaze against my fire type.
Trailblaze is grass. What is Trailblaze?
Yeah, it's the AI will go for the speed, like the status enhancing move, for some reason.
It's true. I did have the rec channel. That's right. I have recommendation channels.
I'm just excited to at some point get you to play Manakami. It's just the one way you're gonna have to play it is probably with an emulator. Although I do have a physical copy of that game.
I can play it on like PS3. It's a PS1 game, right?
It's a PS2 game, Manakami.
I have a PS2 as well. Oh, he learns Fire Fang by himself. Where was that before this fight? Get rid of this Ember garbage.
I just don't know how well the disc is.
If I flash the copy and say, well, this doesn't work, so I'm using an emulator, it's legal. To my understanding...
No, I would totally be down with letting you borrow that. Same with, like, Final Fantasy 12, because you talked about wanting to play that too.
Yeah, the Zodiac Age. I want to do all the Final Fantasies, but if they continue saying stupid stuff like NFTs are the future and black people didn't exist in medieval Europe, I'm gonna have a problem. Okay, cool, level 30. Thank you for Trailblaze, don't need it. Bye. So disappointed in Yoshi P. Even though he's probably the mouthpiece of what they were doing for Final Fantasy 16, but whatever. I don't want to talk about that tonight. Oh, we have met him before. The dragon dude. What a hassle.
He walks really weirdly.
Yeah, he looks like he needs to go take a poop. He's old, I think. It's
yeah.
the joke. The second one, Rib John. The second one, Liam, was black people didn't exist in medieval Europe. There's popcorn over there. Oh my gosh, it's a Miraidon. Quick, catch it. Thank you, Liam. Even, like, just, like, pushing past slaves, which is really not the only presence of black people we have there, because emancipated slaves also exist, and I choose to believe that there's no way colored people didn't exist at a not subjugated level. It's impossible. There was no way that none of them were... Okay? Because up until, like...
I know the UK was one of the, like, forerunners in trying to get slavery abolished.
Yeah, so like it was. I'm pretty sure it was abolished prior to obviously the States and the Americas.
Yeah.
The slave trade.
That was one of the arguments with the Civil War and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So like, that being said, even as far back as like ancient Greece, which is still in Europe, there were people of color hanging around in feudal Japan, because like we do have the story of was his name Yasuo?
Well, the thing is, not all slaves were people of color in the past. It became more of a recent thing that we linked it together. Like
the slaves were generally people who were conquered.
Yes, but people also were slaves in their own countries.
Well, yeah. I'm saying generally.
It was a class thing, not a race.
What's that, Cass?
Nothing. Where am I going?
So
next?
like, but yeah. No, it's a silly state. It's an argument that has become a dog whistle, and it's super disappointing to see Square Enix use it as well. We won't have black characters in Final Fantasy 16 because. What's the next step?
If we're going in order, it's all the way on the west, and it's the next Titan.
Okay, so we're going for Titano.
It's the big bird.
Oh, I don't like this bird. He doesn't give me fly. What's the
bird could give you fly if you do it way later.
Oh yes, no. The bird is a flying. I want to say water, but I'm not sure.
It is a dark flying.
It's dark?
Yep.
It also has one of the worst Pokemon designs this game has, honestly. That might be a bit of a hot take. I just really...
Did we get our encounter for West Province Area 1? I think we failed that, did we not?
Let's see.
Yeah, we did.
West 1, yep. It was Rockfee.
Yeah. I don't think we'll have to worry about an encounter if we head over there then. What level is it? Hold on. It is level 19.
Oh, we're set for that.
You still good at that level? I have lightning types, or electric types, I should say.
Do I have lightning types? I don't think I do. No, I don't. He's flying dark. I don't... Yeah, I'm good. I have a water fighting. I'm scared of trainers.
I'm scared of trainers too.
But they give the best XP.
Set as destination. I think I had an item too.
Super.
Oh, my fancy has pickup, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it does. I just got a full heal. South Province Area 2.
Oh my gosh, it's a Jiggleboob. Fight the Jigglybob.
Jigglybob.
Sister dear!
Oh, mischievous.
You think you can give me a bowl of popcorn?
Popcorn? God, I'm hungry.
Fine. Okay, that works.
I ate the last of my Skittles earlier.
And some Skittles. Oh my gosh, it's a Cricketoup! I just butt slid into it. That was great.
Oh, I just drifted into an item. Hell yeah.
Ew, these Pokemon are level 10. Why is my entire team physical attack based?
Cause you need to get good.
What do you mean? I'm not the one who selects my pocket monsters. Thank you, my friend.
Just RNG.
Just RNG. No pay.
Got some more ingredients.
Better ingredients, better money. Wait. Somehow I don't think that's it.
I've been making my way slowly up to the next Titan.
I just backtracked. Foolishness.
Littles. I was so excited when I saw Flittle and I'm like, oh, this is a cool Pokemon. I got it like from a raid when we were all playing together.
Yeah.
And then I look what it evolves into and I'm like, I don't want an ostrich. It's like this flying jellyfish thing and then it like turns into an ostrich and I was really confused.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because like... Well, I actually like the concept of the ostrich, I just didn't understand the logic of the evolution.
I didn't like the evolution of it. I would have been fine with separate Pokemon, but like...
Yeah, I didn't understand what the logic was there.
Okay, I should be able to go this way now, and then up there. Where are you? Oh, you're making your way up here still? Okay.
I'm gonna pick a fight with this trainer now.
Oh no.
Here we go.
I should fight a trainer as well. This person has a cowboy hat.
At least it's not a cab driver.
Cab driver or a courier.
Get him, Quackcaller!
If I win, you gotta buy my CD. Okay.
No.
Mariah, the musician.
I'm allegedly about halfway through God of War Ragnarok.
Are ya?
Oh yeah.
I still haven't touched it because I haven't played the first one.
I'm playing.
I don't know when I want to actually like load up the game.
It's so good.
I've been trying to play through 7 Remake more recently.
How far are you?
Right before Airbuster. This is my second time playing through it, and my first attempt was like right after.
Right before what?
Reno, like right after Reno, or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, in the church.
Yeah, that's where I was in my first playthrough, but then I wanted to play it again. I'm like, I should start from the beginning. So right before Airbuster. Wow, okay, that person was way easier than I thought, or I'm just... Oh yeah, I forgot I EV trained my Fanfi. I remember that's the last thing I did was EV train the Fanfi, just in case.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's fight this person. Yeah, man, 7 Remake is really good, but people are like hating on it recently for no good reason.
I like it. Like, the thing is, I did like turn-based before, but like that game actually fits with action.
It's so good. I love the gameplay.
Yeah, the gameplay is really nice. I do want them to keep making some turn-based games, because I really do like turn-based.
Well, we're not gonna get it anytime soon.
I mean, I'm gonna get Octopath, at least just that.
Mm-hmm.
I put down my whole pre-order on it. Got the PS4 version.
Put my money down on Fire Emblem Engage.
I gotta avoid the rocks now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The easy dodge the rocks thing.
Dodge? Just run into them.
No, I'm just gonna dodge them.
That seems unnecessary.
I've arrived at my destination. I think I'm leading with my Flaffy right now.
Hmm. Fancy.
I like how that you fight this like an actual like RPG battle where it's like big flying thing off the edge of a cliff as you're on the cliff.
It reminds me of that one fight from I think it's oh no, it's a game that everyone keeps saying that the difficulty spike is ridiculous.
Oh, which?
It's this old RPG from the PS2 era.
From the PS2 era?
Mm-hmm. Lost Odyssey, I think. No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, that's I think that's the game made by the creator of Final Fantasy.
It's like
also, that's an Xbox game though.
Hmm.
Pretty sure Lost Odyssey is unless I'm thinking of the wrong game here, but Lost Odyssey is like an Xbox only game made by the creator of Final Fantasy.
Could be. That's the one. Anyway, I think the first boss is like you fight him on the side of a mountain. It's a giant bird or something. Whatever game I'm thinking of, that's the thing. Everyone keeps saying like it's ridiculously hard.
Huh. Why did I do less damage all of a sudden? Oh, it's because I beat it. It didn't kill it, it just lowered, it had like a sliver of health left.
Yeah, they have to live. Heal powder. No poison. Ah.
Bombardier.
What a name.
You don't know how tempted I am still to just order a pizza and then just grab it when it gets here.
Do it and then send half of it to me.
Maybe sometime we can do a Tuesday in person, we'll do that.
That's fine. Man, I was kind of mad today.
Oh.
Because I went to stream, right? And then Twitch just decided that it's like pseudo deleted everybody's accounts or something. It was so weird. Because I boot up my phone to see if my stream is running okay. And
yep.
It says I'm not following anybody. There's no profile pic on my account. And then I was like, okay, this feels like a glitch. So what's going on? And I went on my computer to try and look up anything, right? Just like... Oh, water. I need water. Cool. Just like whatever I need to I need to look at stuff, see if anything's working, and no matter what category I clicked on, no one was streaming. I was like, I don't think that's correct, considering I am currently live as we speak. I was like, well, if I can't get like anything going, I'm gonna turn off the stream, even if it's only been half an hour. Because Twitch is broken right now.
Saw that you ended earlier or something like that.
I got really bummed because I was like,
oh my god, I need to heal.
I was really bummed because I just wanted to like play Breath of Fire 4, and it was just like, nope. I'll be right back with my water.
Okay. been well today. I'm gonna open up my drawer and grab a snack. Sorry for the sound. Just eat something quickly. I got one of those like fruit cup mandarin things, so.
Okay, I have returned.
Welcome back. I'm also drinking something.
I've got water and I've got bacon flavoring.
I'm drinking like the liquid from like those fruit cups.
Oh no, I've made a mistake. There was no lid. The liquid from the
I opened up like a mandarin oranges. Just so I had something in my stomach, because my stomach was telling me it was hungry.
That's a mood. I may have messed up. I didn't realize there was no lid under the popcorn cup.
Oh?
So all the like powder for flavoring that I put in is now on my table.
Got spam through this dialogue again.
Shut up, Arvin. I feel like fungus is not heavy.
Fungus? No, I feel like you could hold fungus in your hand. It's not like a Cosmo.
Rad die. No, not the paralyses.
Game in the future do you think we should do after Pokemon?
An excellent question, my friend.
This will probably take a while still, but...
Yeah. If we're trying to not do another Pokemon-like, we could always do Remnant 2, if that ever comes out.
Oh yeah, that is coming out. I saw that. I'm like, yeah, we have to do it. That's kind of... We have to, because that was like our first game, right?
Yeah, and then it was Code Vein right after.
Yeah. I think it's like we have to.
I feel it. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, this is funny.
Yeah, I saw the stuff for it. I'm like, that looks familiar. And when I saw it, I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta play it now.
I was watching with Ada, right? During our Arcanum Heart stream. I'm kind of sat there like, there's no way this is what I think it is. This looks like Remnant from the Ashes, and then it's like Remnant 2. I'm like, no way.
Yeah. I think the PS Plus library also lets me get Chronos, which is I think the sequel to it. Or
The prequel, yeah.
Right?
Yes, though I don't remember it being a multiplayer game. I've heard it's very different from Remnant.
Probably.
With like this weird like time mechanic. So the more you die, the older your character gets, kind of like Sifu.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
But it also affects your stat output. So like physical attacks are better at first when you're young, but when you get old, it's all about magic.
Interesting.
According to renowned YouTuber Iron Pineapple.
Okay.
The balance isn't so great, so like you get really old after like 4 deaths. And the highlight of the game seems to be its puzzles, not so much the gameplay.
Puzzles is gameplay, so.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Combat, then.
Yeah, combat's not the focus. Puzzles is the focus.
I said the highlight. I don't know what the focus is, but the highlight is the puzzles.
Okay. Well, yeah, because if it has a system like, oh, when you die, you get older, and you can do like physical and magic attacks, I think the focus is combat, but it doesn't work as intended.
Mm-hmm. And what I remember the difference being with or the uniqueness being with Remnant is that it's supposed to have like randomly generated stuff, so it's not always a clear path. or the same path. You're supposed to be able to play through it a few times and not have like the same story for the same path.
Yeah. Wait, I tried before, after we start playing Remnant, I tried to like, okay, we're done this now. I'm gonna play a little bit on my own because I want to try and get some more trophies and stuff.
Yeah.
First boss was something I could not beat, no matter how many times I tried.
Nice.
It is this bulky guy who runs after and you just constantly spawns things.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah. It's not the butcher, is it? No, we beat the butcher.
I don't know which one it was. It's been a while since I tried that.
Yeah, apparently that's the... Oh, I'm being called. Apparently that's the downside to Remnant. A lot of the bosses are kind of like hard to beat by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm surprised is getting a sequel that really shouldn't get a sequel?
Oh, what?
Lords of the Fallen.
Which one was Lords of the Fallen?
So you know how what's the name of the game?
Is that like a battle like between like medieval soldiers one or?
No, it's a Souls-like.
Oh, it's a Souls-like.
Yep.
I don't know it.
It's it was designed by the same people who made The Surge.
Oh, well, the thing is about the Surge is the Surge was not the best, but the Surge 2 was good from what I heard.
Well, Lords of the Fallen came out before Surge 1.
Oh boy. Well, okay, that leaves some hope then for. It's as if it's coming out now. It's after the Surge and the Surge 2, and like how it's improved.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might be better.
You're like not wrong, but time for class. Enjoy. But Lords of the Fallen 1 was like a mess. It was super clunky. You fought the same bosses over and over again. Really, you had no reason to build anything other than strength for the game, or was it dex? Whatever. All the armor was like super bulky. The dodge was crap. The parry was crap. The magic kind of crap. It was just it's a mess. They tried to put more RPG elements into a Souls-like gameplay than in Dark Souls and Bloodborne and whatnot, and it didn't mix well.
That trainer actually fought me for me walking in front of him.
Oh wow.
Him and his like hyper-realistic textured Pineco. What the hell? I like zoomed in on it for a second. It looked like he looked like leather.
Okay, that's an acceptable amount of damage. Ow, that is not an acceptable amount of damage. Stop that.
Yeah, just be careful not to kill anything. Oh no.
Looks like Heron for dinner tonight, boys.
Psycho self-destructed and I was scared.
That should... I don't risk it. Alright.
So good. So good. After this bird is, the star base nearby here. So it's not far.
Okay.
I don't think there's any, new encounters between the two areas either.
Gotcha. Okay, Bombardier gone. It's gonna boost itself. I don't like that. I'm not being greedy, I promise, Liam.
It was like doing half my health, so it was very worrying.
Yes, I got to the Titan Genus. The open Sky Titan? Why does it have a flap on the front of its body? I hate it.
It's a stork.
I know it sucks, okay? Oh no, we actually go straight into combat. Uh-oh.
Yeah, switch Pokemon if need to, heal if need to.
It was doing pluck and I don't have any rock types.
Do you have any ice moves? Like Ice Fang?
No. It's fine. We have a million of these potion things. Get him, Arvin. Rip him a new one. It carries rocks in it. Ice or rock or electric. I have none of those, so this is cool. Torment means I have to use...
I have two electric types, and one of them had an ice move.
Okay, Torment means I have to use attacks. Wow,
No, I think that's taunt, is it not?
Oh, so Torment is that I can't use the same attack twice.
Yeah, it's one of the two. I can never remember. I think taunt is because it's taunt.
Yeah.
Always have to use an attacking move with taunt. So Torment, yeah, it should be you can't use the same move twice.
Okay, well let's Terrastallize Aqua Jet, see what Nacli does.
And you also can safety heal just in case, because Nacli will still attack.
Yeah, I'm good because Nacli's taking a hit, and I'm almost maxed. I'm like missing 5 off my max. LOL. That means we get to hit it with a couple of. Yeah, Torment. Okay, so we have to do Water Pulse.
Oh hell yeah, I can buy Great Pulse. Oh wait, I have 11. Oh no, it's by like. I had more. My money though.
Use your league points.
I just want to keep those in case I need them.
What for? What?
I can buy TMs with them.
Why did the moon just come back onto the screen? What the frick?
Just looked and I saw that. That was weird. That was really weird.
Oh, I get sucker punched. I believe it's because I was terrastallized. Because the lighting changes?
I believe it was because you were in a battle and it went to the phase where it should have been after the battle. Because I don't think the day-night cycle actually works when you're in battle.
I don't think the day-night cycle works at all. I can't use them. I might need them later.
Oh, I could go fall into the desert now and get a desert Pokemon.
One desert Pokemon.
One desert Pokemon, please.
Iron Treads.
I know. I want my Nuzlocke Pokemon to be the Titan.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get those after. It just takes time.
Yeah. But I ran right into it the first time. You know what you're missing, Pokemon? Scene skipping.
Yeah.
Even Final Fantasy does it nowadays.
I don't really want to go fight this starbase yet. Can I just go past and go to the town? Be good to get the fly point for it at least.
What level's the starbase?
21, I think.
Okay, we're still technically.
It's the dark one.
Hmm.
Oh, there's like a fucking wall here. Oh, again,
It's a stinky looking sandwich. It's time for finals. What? John, are you also playing this game?
Yeah, I think he is.
Remember to do your history class. It is literally the only really important class. This is mine. I don't care how cute you are. This is mine. Between them all. I should probably do that too. Just make him another sandwich next time. Thank you, he made it too. That means I get my own sandwich and he gets my sandwich. Oop. Wow, he shines green, red, it's red.
It's me.
I finally saw the. Yeah, you know that. You're like the only person who reacted to the fact that I was there yesterday. In the FC house.
Yeah.
And a strange other. I don't remember who the other person was there because there was
Jenna was with me.
Okay, so you're the person who kept like waving and jumping. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like, who's this name I don't recognize?
That was my alt that I've been doing completion on.
Well, I saw whenever
yeah,
you log
I
on.
saw you walk in and like, Jenna was like, "Wait, some stranger just walked into the house," because she had name tags off.
Oh.
And she's like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, I look up and it's like, "That's Nat."
Can you even walk into the workshop if you're not from the FC?
I don't think you can.
Like,
You
I
can
wasn't sure.
You can walk into the house if you're not in FC, but I don't think you can go into the workshop.
I was like really a little stressed because like I walked in right because I teleport to Hingane
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, There's a house in front of me. I guess I'll walk in. I don't know if it's ours. There's no indicator anywhere. I can go in though. And then I'm like looking around. I'm like, there's a door here. Click the door. Puts me in the workshop. I'm like, there's 2 names, 1.5 names I don't recognize. Huh. Huh. And then I'm like, and then I saw like your titles and I was like, no, is this the wrong FC house? Cause like, different titles. I thought it was the FC names. I'm like, no, oh crap, I gotta leave. And then right before I left, I noticed that it said Void next to yours. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that could have been really just like a secret shame of mine. And
Just
like,
walk into someone's house and be like, hello.
and it's just like, hi, and they're like, what are you doing here?
Like, who are you?
Get blacklisted. Oh, this one makes me swim instead of... Right, I forgot. I was annoyed by that, actually. This Titan doesn't give you...
Makes me feel like that should have been the one we got. Actually, it wouldn't have made sense if we got it from the water one, because you need to swim to get there.
I think that it would have made more sense to get it from the water one anyway.
It would, but, like, we can't get there without swimming.
Then design the game better.
I like when little, like, flies, like moves, it, like, actually walks with its little leg in the air.
Which one?
Like, it's just, like, walking slightly.
Whomst?
Little.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The jellyfish thing with the little legs.
The psychic jellyfish. Everything about that Pokemon offends me, honestly. I don't know how to, like...
I want to see a Toedscool. I want to see a Toedscool run again.
I have had, in the last 2 days, 2 arguments. Well, arguments. 2 debates? I don't know what to call it.
I would
2 separate
debate
people.
if it's not, like, a full-blown argument.
It's not really, yeah, I guess it's like no one's even trying to argue for anything other than, like... I mean, okay, kind of. But the concept is that I've had Brilliant Diamond for a few months now. No one realized that I got it, right? I bought it used.
Yeah.
Because it is an egregious creation.
Yup.
And like, everyone keeps telling me, well, if it's so bad, why do you have it? I'm like, listen, okay? Diamond was my first Pokemon game. I'm super offended at the fact that, like, this is the remake they chose to give me.
It's a remaster, not gonna lie.
No, yeah, it is, exactly. I'm super mad about that. But, that being said, I can't find, or I don't know where my copy of Diamond is. I don't want to start a new game on that, so if I want to do Nuzlocke, I don't want to delete my file. My copy of Platinum has been MIA for like 10 years, so I'm pretty sure it now belongs to Satan. So like me and my friend Andrew, you're familiar with Andrew. He's like, ew, you're playing garbage. I'm like, yes, but it's fine, okay? And he's like, no, just emulate Diamond. I'm like, shut up, I want to play this game. It's on my Switch, okay? And he's like, no, you shouldn't have bought it. I'm like, I got it used. He's like, well, what's the point of buying it? I'm like, listen, my mom, like, they bought themselves Shining Pearl because they have not played a video game in like upwards of 15 years. And they just wanted to play.
That's not a good game to come back to, though.
They didn't do any research, okay? They don't know how to recognize good quality games from a critical standpoint. They don't know the story behind the creation of the game. They picked Brilliant Shining Pearl because it's the first one on the shelf, I guess, okay? And it was cheaper. It wasn't 80 bucks like Scarlet and Violet, so they picked that. And I'm like, well, now I actually have someone who can play garbage with me, and it's fine. So I've been making my way through Shining Diamond, Brilliant Diamond. And I explained this to my sister right before stream, and the same thing happened. She's like, why are you playing this trash then? I'm like, shut up. I'm just enjoying myself. I know it's a bad game. No one should buy it.
I haven't, but I don't think anyone in our house has bought it.
Oh, jeez. No, I know that Abyss said they definitely didn't, well, that he didn't want to at all. Because he was like
that challenge.
Real peeved about it, and with reason, because it is... I keep saying this, it is honestly such a spit in the face.
Oh god, yeah.
What they did with that game, and I'm like, I'm so mad about it.
I was excited before that for like a remake in the same vein of what we've been getting, but like
exactly,
no, that was like That was hot garbage.
But you know what? I do have a...
If it would have been, like, marketed as, like, oh, here's a remaster, it would have been a lot better.
I still would have been pretty pissed, because, like, at first
because,
it was really...
like, the style, it's like, okay, it's just, like, a little bit, it's, like, a bit of a upgrade from what Diamond looked like before.
Yeah, the graphics are just a bit smoother. It runs a bit better than Scarlet and Violet, to be honest.
If it would have been, like, a remaster, fine. I would have been fine with them calling it that, but calling it a remake was the spit in the face.
Yeah.
There are new things, like, the Underground got a little bit of a revamp, but, like...
They added...
I'm excited. I like the Underground, but...
They added the smallest amount of platinum content into stuff that wasn't main content.
Oh, I also heard you couldn't fucking, like, decorate your secret base, and that also was a downside for me.
I do. I think that is a fact. I think you can't actually do capture the flag anymore.
You just get, like, statues you can put on it. It's just like, why?
Yeah. More of a spit in the face that I learned recently because I was playing in. You know what? One of my favorite parts of what makes... I realized this week what makes a Pokemon game feel complete to me. And bad news, Scarlet and Violet don't have it. And it is... I keep saying some games feel empty to me because they don't have, like, post-game content. And I didn't understand what I meant by post-game content until, like, 2 days ago. And I'll give you some games that I think felt complete to me, and I'll see if you can...
Battle Frontier.
Nope. Nope, can't stand it, never did it.
Well, I mean, that was, like, the post-game content that,
but that's not... See, well,
them in competitive.
So the thing is that when I said post-game content, I thought I meant post-game content, but really what I meant is side content. So it doesn't have to be post-game. And I'm gonna give you... Like, I'm gonna tell you the games that I think have it, right? So, that I would refer to as the ones that had this content in it, right? So... Hoenn, so Gen 3. Gen 4 has something that made it feel complete for me. Gen 5 had something that made it feel complete for me. The Heart Gold and Soul Silver remakes had something that made it feel complete for me. The other ones all felt empty to me. Do you know why?
Because you beat the game and then that's it.
Yeah, but here's a side quest. There's a side quest. There's a huge side quest you can grind towards in all those games. Well, I say huge.
Heart Gold's like the Gen 2 games, it's beat red. That's pretty much the goal after you beat the Elite Four. And
except
stuff.
with
It's
Heart
like,
Gold Soul Silver, with the remakes, you can do Pokemon Athletes.
Yeah, I actually liked those. That was fun.
I really like that too. Gen 5 had the, I guess it was Black and White 2 actually, had the...
Contests were something that could be done.
That's why I like Brilliant... That's why I'm playing Brilliant Diamond. And that's the other spit in the face, because you know what they chose to change? Out of everything they chose to not change in the game?
They changed contests?
They changed the contest. It's just a rhythm game now.
Oh my god.
So the way that contests work now, as opposed to the way they worked as of Gen 3, is you pick one Pokemon, you send them out, you get points for the way you decorate their Pokeball capsule, and the way that their stats are, and then you play the rhythm game, and the one move you picked, you get to use it once, and you get points for whether or not you used it with other people and what it does. So they each have like a unique... None of the moves have any contest types anymore. Which confused me when
I actually did like contests in the past.
It was super cool. Now it's just kind of disappointing because like you could technically feed your Pokemon one whole slew of Poffins in one go, and then just go in and beat the first 3 max of contest no problem, because it's technically a cooperative effort with whoever gets to be the MVP gets a medal at the end.
Yeah.
As opposed to the way that it was before, where it's like you have 3 sections, which was like, I think at one point they had the rhythm game. They had Pokemon contests, the Super Pokemon contests.
I know the Pokemon contests I did the most were Gen 3s.
Yeah, well, so they polished them a little bit for Gen 4.
5 rounds of like picking moves.
Yeah, I think that's all they did, right? There was
them.
they show your Pokemon, then that gives you points based on what their attributes were, and then you did the 5 rounds with Pokemon. Gen 4, they did the same concept, but then they hit you with the 4 rounds of moves, I think. And there was another thing, and then when they did the ORAS remakes, they hit you with there was an extra step, which was the rhythm-ish or dance competition, as opposed to the move selection. But now it's just...
I did like ORAS. Despite what people... It's like, some people had a lot of problems because like, there was no Battle Frontier and stuff. But I did like ORAS.
I had
nice.
no issues with ORAS myself, again, because Battle Frontier is pretty much exclusively for comp play.
Yeah, I mean, I did play comp play for a while, so...
Yeah, well, like, there's no downside to putting the Battle Frontier in the game, especially if they do it like I like the Battle Frontier in Emerald, and I like the Battle Frontier in Platinum because they had like 4 different buildings and there was a bit of a story to it. Afterwards,
I mean, even if there was just like a battle tower that you can do for stuff like that.
mm-hmm. No, yeah, exactly.
That's always
But like they just kind of like every time they release a new generation, they just kind of like made it worse and worse in my opinion. It became just like Battle Tower, and then it was Battle Tree, and the only thing you got was like one story fight with like red or blue at the beginning, and that was it.
and the main thing you did for that was just get items for competitive play.
Mm-hmm. So like,
and to train you better in competitive.
So I understand the logic of training your players who want to do comp play as comp players in the game, but you're not attracting anybody who's not already a comp play to the Battle Frontier stand-in. So from a game design standpoint, you're kind of just obviously telling your players, well, we're not going to be using this much longer as long as we can like ignore it. And I was really bummed. I didn't even do all that much Battle Frontier in Gen 3 and 4, but I tried because I wanted to see what it had to offer.
I tried. The thing I typically did in Gen 3 was the rental.
Same, yeah. Yeah, because I did the same in Gen 4 because I wanted to fight the Frontier bosses. They had, like... They existed. Possibly was the important bit. They existed.
Gotta heal up just in case.
In Gen 5, I think, there's, like, a whole section where, like, it wasn't... You didn't need to go there until you beat the game, kind of like in Gen 4 where there's the island. In Gen 5, you could go to the entire right side of the map when you beat the game.
But she could have gone to the island before in Gen 4 though.
You wish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that connects to Heatran, and then it connects to nothing else. Yeah, it's basically there's the Battle Frontier and there's Heatran. In Platinum, they gave a little bit of extra story, which is neat.
This is very risky move I'm playing.
I can enter the thing. I don't want to enter the thing. I want to not die.
I'm fighting the Mobile.
What level is her Revavroom?
Mobile is level 20.
20? I think I can beat that. And it's a dark type?
Yeah.
One will...
It's dark. I can't remember.
Dark? I think bug and steel. Possibly rock.
Fighting. Fighting's good against dark.
Yeah, fighting. I don't think it resists it, but it is good against dark. Okay, Quackavel.
Possibly.
Okay, Quackavel, you gotta carry us through this because everyone else is around level 22.
See, it did.
We have to beat 30 people.
Like damage. I mean, even if I get crit, I'll live, so I'm good to keep attacking.
Pokemon Scarlet version. Winklone? I don't want you to get butt kicked. Where is the nearest dispenser? Do I need to summon an engineer?
Let's go back to Clive every time as well.
Clive? He heals us?
Yeah, he heals you. What did he use just like now? I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, my attack and special
Wow,
defense
they just like
lowered.
randomly... Remember
Oh
when...
no, my special defense is lowered. Does he use special attack?
I think it's a physical move. Remember when Zoros were rare? Yeah, about that.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't play... That was Gen 5, right?
Yeah, you needed to go through an entire...
I still haven't played Gen 5. It's the one gen I haven't played.
You needed to go through an entire, like, side quest to get a Zoroark, and then a Zoroark.
Oh no. He does over half my health now with a normal attack. Fuck.
Uh-oh. You know what else I started recently?
What?
Witcher Blood Origins. Which is a sequel series to the Witcher TV series. I specify the TV series because the TV series...
The Witcher TV series.
What's that?
Sad about the Witcher TV series.
I'm super sad about the Witcher TV series. That we don't have the main actor anymore. You got shafted left and right. I don't know if he blacklisted.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't want to listen to him about anything.
Yeah, that's my theory. That's the theory of a lot of like half the internet. The other people think that he went for Superman, then he get kicked off.
The thing is, he did say that he would keep doing it as long as they were like doing it well.
Yeah, but then have you seen Ooh, the thing is that Season 2 did not do it well, so...
Yeah.
Like, Season 2 did not respect anything. Oh no, we're gonna lose that. Diglett.
Hold on. What is my stats like now? My special defense is low, and that's why he's doing so much damage, but I could pop a, an X special defense that I have. But I have to risk him being able to do 31 damage to me. To kill me. Because I could lose my starter here if I'm not careful. And if I switch, I don't know if I'm good enough.
Y'all saw that, yeah? The game just counted the same Rookadile twice.
Did it?
Yeah, because both Diglett and Quaxwell attacked it.
Oh, you said Crocodile. I just heard the Rook part.
I did just say Rookadile.
I have to chance this, because if I just keep healing, he's just gonna keep doing the same amount of damage.
Oh, he's so cool.
I'm X special defending, hoping he doesn't do 31 damage.
Yeah, como.
He used Snarl. Oh, I'm alive. Okay.
What Pokemon is taking the hits?
Okay, that Lord's special attack. I'm gonna use a Hyper Potion. Actually, I don't need a Hyper Potion. I can do with a Super Potion. Okay.
Which of your Pokemon is at risk?
The starter.
No, don't get them killed.
The problem is, like, if I switch, it can kill any of my Pokemon, probably.
Yeah, I feel that.
I used an X special defense just to get my defense back to normal. It does do special attack.
Revavroom is a steel type.
This one's a dark.
Is it just dark?
Like, the mobile will be whatever type of the person you're fighting.
And it doesn't have the steel type?
No, I don't think it does.
Oh, I think
considering I can use parry moves, super effective, so...
Okay.
I'm gonna pop an X special attack, I think.
Hey,
get my special attack back.
Do you think this Revavroom is particularly heavy?
Probably. It's a fucking car with, like, a festival on it.
With a festival on it. Let's go low sweep.
Metal sound.
Let's go low sweep.
Oh no.
Go
Metal sound's a bad move.
What the heck is Wicked Forward? Stop. Oh, that's baby damage. Never mind. You were trying to trash talk me when you did less than 20 damage, my homie. Go home. No, you did 21. Okay.
What are my stats at? Special attack is now -1, but my special defense is back to -2.
Oh, actually,
wait. What is he doesn't have any boosts. I could switch and probably be safe. He's gonna do a Wicked Force. Probably it's a dark move.
Okay, we need to hit it stronger. Wicked Force again? That's fine.
I'm gonna switch to my Fantasy because I've got a lot of health on that thing.
I need you to keep.
And I should be able to bulldoze with it. Be good.
Okay, I need you to keep losing speed. I need to heal myself. Reduce
Go for it, fan break. Metal sound. Oh my god.
I don't think... No, Quaxwell does not have the fighting type at the moment, so I'm not losing anything by doing this. I hate having to think about when I terrestrialize or not.
Trying to think here.
Hit it with a confusion, would you? You have Water Pulse. No!
Status move actually is a very good idea. It makes me want to try getting a Thunder Wave off.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna set up my Marie, or not my Marie, my Flaffy.
Oh, put in. Hope static pops off.
It's got static and it has Thunder Wave, so if I can get one of those off, it gives me a higher chance.
Yeah.
Snarl. That's just lowest special attack and does damage, so.
That is a physical move too.
I also have Cotton Spore to lower.
How have I lowered your speed twice and you're still faster than me when I'm 6 levels above you?
Metal sound.
What
Every
kind
time
of...
you metal sound, switch pretty much.
What kind of smokes are you on, my dude? Okay, you know what? You're funny with your speed, but I've got Aqua Jet, nerd.
Paralyzing doesn't work.
Oh?
Thunder Wave doesn't work on the opposing Pokemon.
Gross. Okay, well I won.
You won already? Fuck, I'm still fighting him. I have to switch though because like he's lowered my special defense twice, so.
Don't be getting our starters killed this time. I know I did it last time, but.
Or I'm just switching between Pokemon though.
Sorry, Giacomo, I don't really care about your backstory today.
Oh, I could send out Shrunk and get a Leer off maybe, and then send out like my If I'm willing to, okay, if I'm willing to sack Shrunk, I can definitely kill it probably. But
did you know people actually thought the Firestar leader walked like that because of a glitch in animation?
No, it's the boots.
Obviously, people with brain. If you know,
Yeah.
you know. Though I think I know why she got bullied in school, though.
Oh
It's-
my
it's
god.
the boots.
Just switching Shrunk in lowered his health to like 1/3 of what it was.
Ew?
Okay, definitely can't do that. I'm just gonna constantly switch between Pokemon and not be able to do shit.
Oh no, that means...
I don't think I'm faster than it either with this thing, so I'm gonna have to just switch again.
Yeah, no, you can just kind of like... Its speed is ridiculous, honestly.
Because it's gonna go first.
I told Clavel that his Pompadour was in. He didn't believe me.
Oh, I know what I can do.
Can I actually join Team Star? Like, there are only 2 teams in all of Pokemon that I wanted to join.
Oh, I wanted to join certain teams. Like I would love to. I actually want a physical Team Magma outfit.
Look, it looks good.
I really like the Team Magma outfit.
It looks good, and I like Team Magma, but also I don't want to destroy the world, so I can't like
Yeah.
I can't vibe with them. You know what I'm saying? I can vibe with Team Star because, yeah, I mean, if you're a kid who's like Pokemon in your high school years, you know what they feel like.
Yeah.
I vibe with Team Skull because everyone keeps saying they're stupid, and I'm like, no, they're not. They're just ostracized, and they don't deserve this kind of hate. Team Yell deserves all the despicable hatred, though. Honestly,
Team Yell is just fucking fanboys.
I'm so annoyed with them. They went from like, honestly, they went from Gen 8's really good Team Skull that had like a bit of depth to them, to like
Gen 7?
Yeah, you're right. Team Skull and Gen 7 to Gen 8's like Team Yell, which was it wasn't a team.
It kind of felt like the evil teams kept becoming less and less evil.
I hate, and it's the same with this. I think like they're trying to add depth to the characters. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, hell, this Team Star is very relatable.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But we're not gonna pretend Team Yell was anything representative of what the teams have been up till now. Okay.
Yeah.
Like even Team Skull had more to them because they were being manipulated by someone who had big bad evil plans. The real team is it's kind of like it reminds me of
they were the fake team.
Exactly. Yeah, it reminds me of how Team Snag'em worked in Pokemon Coliseum, because like they're presented as like, oh, you're shown Team Snag'em and you're like, well, that's gonna be the team of the game, right? And then you interact with them all at one time when you meet the Cypher Project, or Cypher, I think is the name of the.
Oh my god, he missed. Good.
The organization, and they're definitely, it's the same like kind of concept. Team Snag'em are rogues, and Cypher's got the big plan. It's the same idea with Team Skull. They're just kind of like,
My god, even with a speed down, he's still faster.
I had him 2 speeds down and 6 levels above him, and he still went faster than my Quaxwell.
I've fed him down twice now, and I'm gonna switch because he metal sounded me.
You. Yeah. Does that reset the stage?
Every time I switch, it will reset what status I have.
Cool. So, what's our next stop after this?
After this, it is going to be Levincia. It's Iono. It's the streamer.
The VTuber.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Okay, I can probably kill him here with an Incinerate. This was such a trying time for me because of the scary... Oh my god, he crit.
Oh no, don't die.
That attack puts you to sleep?
Which one?
Wicked Torque.
Does it?
It put me to sleep just now after critting me.
That's bad. Do you have a full restore?
My problem is I'm at 19 health on my starter. I am going to switch to Fanfi.
That is a problem.
I was not expecting to sleep because I was like, okay, I'll get the attack off at least. No.
The game said no.
I was like, oh, finally the battle's over. No.
I hate that so much. I'm
So
stressed
many
for
super
it.
potions. Do I have a full restore actually? It's really early on. I don't think I would.
We got one earlier. I got one earlier.
I don't have one.
I was about to say, John, Pokemon Infinite Fusions is looking more and more interesting as time goes on because some of the fusions are completely bonkers.
Oh yeah, I fucking want to try that too. I've looked a little bit at that.
I keep running onto it on TikTok. Like there was if you fuse, if you fuse, I think it's Aegislash with Rotom, it turns into a chainsaw.
Oh my god. I think I saw one thing. It was like a Rotom with a combustion, and it kind of looked like a box of KFC.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, it was like an oven with like
with the legs sticking out.
legs sticking out. Yeah, yep, Mr. Sir.
Oh, you metal sounded me, huh? Well, I'm gonna at least get a bulldoze off.
You're just doing chip damage to him, but you're doing it good. You got this.
He's got a sliver. He has a sliver left, but his speed's down by 3.
There's a rock Terra Raid right here.
Is he slow enough?
That was Rotom with combustion. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let's see. 87 to 63. That's like 24 damage.
At least the NPCs don't all look the same.
With 2 special defense downs, that just makes it so he attacks like 2 times harder.
Yes.
I think I'll die if he crits me, but I'm good otherwise.
Pro tip: don't let him crit you. Baby doll eyes, get out of here.
Oh, actually, no. Even if he crits me, I don't think. Oh, unless he did minimum damage on that roll. But I'm gonna bulldoze just in case he's still faster.
Yeah, he's busted.
Oh, I avoided the attack. He tried to. I think he tried to metal sound me again. Good, he's dead. Finally.
Finally, you've done it. You have cast survive. No, wait, no, I don't want to go this way. Hold
This
up.
whole time, my fancy had endure, and that's what I was doing the whole time. Just endure.
Nice.
I mean, beat it without a casualty.
Yeah.
I debated sacking Shrock at some point just so I'd be able to get attack off without having to heal.
What's wrong? There's a fighting type Terra Raid right there. We haven't gotten
Have we got our raid encounters?
No, but we're like kind of afraid to lose the raid encounter.
We are. We're probably strong enough to do them now if we wanted to.
As long as it's not a 3-star.
I know there's a few encounters on the way to the electric gym.
Okay.
Like right away as soon as we leave Artisan.
I want to train somebody else. I need a ground type to train for this.
Oh yeah, I have my fancy. At least there's that.
No. Bad goat. Not goat. Skidoo. No. Don't kill my Mudbray. I'm begging. Okay, let's go to Artisan.
I'm just finishing the cutscene. I'm gonna go to Artisan, heal, and then we'll figure out what the encounters are.
I low-key want to play more fan Pokemon games because...
Oh, they're fun.
I like the one... I don't remember what the game was. It was, Delta? Or Delta... Well, I liked it. I remember that the Delta concept was cool. I know there's a game that had, like, covert... Like, straight overt racism in it, and I'm like, no. Oh, man. No, it wasn't Delta. Delta was nice because you had like Pokemon that were Delta Pokemon, and it was things like, wait, is this a new area? What area is this?
East Province Area 1. Yes, it's new.
Okay, well I get a Quackabilly thing.
Oh, what?
The
A Squawkabilly?
That's the one.
Okay, go ahead and catch one. I'm gonna head over there and find one.
Specifically the yellow Squawkabilly. Oh no, it's level 19? Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Don't do Fury Attack. Okay, you know what? Do Fury Attack. I forgot. I'm using Mudbray. Keep doing Fury Attack. Absolutely. Mudbray's busted.
Oh my god, you can fucking do so many fucking cool things with, like, if you have a double battle, you just have a Mudbray and something with Fury Swipes, but it's, like, physically weak, just to get all the stamina procs.
Okay, that's the max defense already. I can hit you once more as long as you don't crit. I hope I didn't just
Before I leave this area, I want to run over to the town without having to fly back.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. Getting the ball.
Penny for the stuff.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
Oh yeah, we also have the chance of finding Rotom soon if we go near Levincia.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. So the Pokemon game I was talking about had like Delta Pokemon, and what was cool about Delta Pokemon is that they were like Pokemon that existed already, but had different types. So that just sounds like basic, right? But like they had like mythological. I think they were supposed to be inspired by mythological beings. So like the Pidgey, for example, was really cool because it was a cockatrice.
Interesting. My game's slowing down. Holy shit.
Oh no! Don't do that. Lost Man. I didn't realize I added Lost Man. Rad.
Oh my god. The game is so slow running around.
Don't do it. An Oricorio, I think it's a fighting type, right?
Oricorio? There's like 4 different variations. The red one's fire.
Red one? Fire? Fire?
Yeah.
What level is Yono's top Pokemon? 25?
Let me check. 24.
Hmm.
I'm a little bit off on that, but gotta get some grinding anyways.
I need to get my good friend Mudbray to not be bad at this game. I need more candies too. Oh no, this is a mouse hold. Mouse cure tool.
It's actually fun to use.
I saw someone that made fan-made mousehold evolutions, and one was a ghost normal called Mouse Carriage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in East Province Area 1. Oh, what are you? Oh!
Take that, Marini. Don't have poison point. Thank you.
Okay, my encounter is a, what's the name of it? Steenie. It evolves into Queen.
I forgot to name my...
Oh my god, all these moves are like...
Okay, East Pokemon... East 1?
Use disarming voice. Sweet scent.
It was Squawkabilly. You said your Pokemon was what?
It's a Steenie, I just gotta catch it.
Don't be in the ML South box, Squawkabilly. That's for dead people. Change nickname. Can I not do it?
I'm just gonna go ahead and try and catch it now, just in case I crit.
Can I not change your nickname inside of the box? That's an... Oh, I think I can't, actually.
Yeah, I think you have to have it in your party.
Okay, well, I will add
Did you want to put that in your party at all? Just
not
curious.
against the Ono.
Okay. I will put my Steenie away too. Okay, what am I gonna name it? I think I keep the Stee.
You keep the first thing, and I keep the...
Your Squawkney, come on. Steenabilly?
How do you spell Squawkabilly? Squawkney.
Steenabilly.
Steamabilly? No, Billy.
Steenabilly. That's what I have. I want to see its summary real quick.
Straight butt.
Got Rapid Spin, Flail, Plain Ice, Sweet Scent, no fucking grass moves. Oh my god, it's nature. I'm pretty sure that's bad for it.
It's literally bad.
Good thing you're going to the box.
Oh, Venonat. Go on, Venonat. It's okay, you could just give it one of those fancy things that make it so that its nature doesn't matter.
Get a bit of mint.
Yeah, your nature, you don't smell it anymore.
Hold on, I gotta like update the thing. This is East 1.
Oh, there's a raid. Oh, look at that, it's a deer. Litleo, get him. Get him, Litleo. Litleo's my new starter.
Okay, so Got an encounter. Oh, imagine if I would have got this Dunsparce. Jeez.
It's not good.
Alright, so this is East 1. If we keep going up, that's East 2.
Is it Serena?
We could swim and just go into the East Paldean Sea.
Isn't that dangerous?
I don't know the level of it.
Oh no.
But all we have to do is get swim. Like this area is still early on, and it's like we get water. We have the water movement, so we could go over there, at least near, until we actually get the indicator of... Yeah, whatever. We can go get an encounter on East 2, though.
There's a dark raid here.
A dark raid? Do you want to get our your encounter?
Do you think that the raids are good? I don't know. I'm scared.
We're probably good to get them now, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'll put in.
We have strong
Quaxwell.
enough Pokemon.
Oh, we'll be fine. Okay, dark Quaxwell. We're going in. It is a Skidoo. 1 star.
Okay. Just put it up and I'll join. Challenge as a group. So you're gonna get the Skidoo?
Yeah, I don't think anyone of us has a Skidoo at the moment, right?
No.
Okay.
I've never used a Skidoo or a Go-Go.
Dark Skidoo.
I think it's like a... Was that like a Gen 5 Pokemon?
Skidoo?
Or is it Gen 6?
I think it's Gen 6. Yeah, Gen 6, because it was introduced when you had Pokemon rides early on, I think. I might be wrong about that. Terra Raid.
Well, Pokemon rides came out in like Gen 7.
There wasn't any in X and Y?
Dark, so... No, there wasn't an X and Y.
Okay. It is X and Y.
Oh, was it? It was an X and
No,
Y?
I think he's saying that Skidoo is X and Y.
X and Y is Skidoo's, but it's like not the
ride.
one where Pokemon rides came up. This is probably my best bet to go in. It's just this Pokemon. I have a fairy move at least.
We're definitely not gonna lose, I don't think. Like,
it's a 1 star. This is not really.
Okay,
We're
unless
like,
it, like,
as long
level
as we're
10
like
or
level
15.
20, we're like fine.
Yeah.
I'll go find one nearby as well.
I didn't realize you had to unlock level 6 and upwards raid battles.
Yeah. You just gotta do the tournament, and then you gotta do a certain number of like 5-star and 4-star raids.
Oh yeah, they just unlocked it for me now. I don't think I did that many 5-star.
I had to unlock it for the Charizard.
Yeah. Needless to say, I didn't get the Charizard. Get him, Quaxwell!
God, I looked at it, it was already half.
No, stop! That hurts! Good thing he doesn't get stab boost. It's dead. There we go.
I got 1 attack off. You get the Dark Skidoo. We'll see what I can find on the map.
Oh, you don't have a crystal there?
There was, well, the one there was yours, so...
Oh, I thought that they both had 2 versions.
No, it's like I can find your crystals around, you can find my crystals around.
Oh, I thought it switched after, like, you beat it, so then I thought that my crystal would turn into one of yours now. It'd be like...
No, no, I just find one nearby.
This animation, this capture animation is peak, okay?
It's where the budget might... Oh, there's a fucking car over there.
It's so much better than
let's see.
Dynamax.
There's a water one over there. You know what, let's go for the... I'll go for the water one.
Oh yeah, let's do that, sure.
Let's see what it is.
2, 3 XP candies.
Well, it should be like a water Dratini.
Dude, what? That'd be so hype.
I've actually had, like, I actually used a water Dragonite, I think, in
You
my,
get a free dragon type?
I said it could be, it's not. I'm just checking. Ah, fuck, Cyclizar ran into me.
Thanks, Cyclizar.
Cyclizar is actually a busted Pokemon.
I have to call it Skid for now.
I'm trying to run from it. You know what? I'm just gonna poke it all.
Oh yeah,
When else am I
Cyclizar.
gonna use Pokeballs?
What does Cyclizar? Is it the ability that makes it busted?
Shed Tail.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
has
yeah.
a move called Shed Tail, which is pretty much Substitute and Baton Pass at the same time.
I already got my Terra Raid in. Okay, cool. So I already wrote mine in.
Alright, let me...
Hey, we
What
are.
is it?
We're okay.
It is a...
Is it? What is it?
It's a water combi. I hope it's a female. That's all I gotta hope. Cause, oh boy, if it's a male, it is never getting used.
That's tragic. Alright, set it up.
Oh
I'll hop in.
god, here, I'm challenging it as a group.
I'm at the Pokemon Center, so I don't get the freaking pop. Okay.
Going to the unions, or whatever Poke Center thing for the...
Yeah, it's, you go to Union Circle, I think, or...
Oh my god, I hope it's a female. Call me so much. Just so I can use it, and so you can use your Skiddo.
Oh yeah, then Skiddo. I mean,
It would be a better Pokemon than Sunkern.
that's true. Yeah. What's your alternative though?
Well, if I took out the one that's linked to your Sunkern, I get rid of my Flaffy, but I already have an electric type. So
Water type? We're definitely not using our fire type Litleo here. I could use.
Switch my Pokemon.
It's level
I have
12.
electric Pokemon, so I'm gonna just take out one of them.
It's water. I'm gonna use Sunkern. We're good.
Okay, time to go die. Goodbye.
Hey, wait. What did
John,
we say
no,
about dying,
no.
John?
John, you have to live because you need to play D&D.
Thou must liveth. Yeah, D&D tomorrow. Oh wait, I'm running it. Oh,
Thou must liveth for D&D.
I have a driver's ed class tomorrow afternoon.
Nope, goodbye. No, you have to live for D&D.
Yeah, it'll be the first game I've run in like... Oh wait, is he running it or am I running it tomorrow? Alright, he's running it. Never mind.
I should start writing that down on my calendar. Who's running it?
It's Odyssey this weekend though. Hello,
Yeah,
Combi.
if it's the elemental baddie one, then it's John's DM.
Yeah, it's John.
So we don't want anything to happen.
Liam's like, wait, I want to play.
If you want to play, you should free up your Thunder.
You think Giga Drain's gonna kill it? Oh my,
my
god!
Hey, did Giga Drain kill it?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's still alive on my screen, so I can't tell.
I just killed it. It did like 12 damage.
Yeah, at least I have.
It is a female!
Oh my god, it is! I just realized it was.
Yeah, because there's the queen mark. The royal jelly.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Look at all that honey.
Fuck, what are we calling it?
Kombu.
Como, and you get Skiddy.
Skiddy. Sky.
We can swap out our Flaffy Sunkern
Peace,
combo. What?
Sunkern, get lost. It's not that I don't like you, Sunkern. It's that I don't have a freaking Sunstone.
Sunkern's also like Sunflora's also just not the best.
What do you mean? It can have Solar Beam.
There, I have Como. The combo. It's actually combo.
Combo.
Combo. Add to party.
Anyway, I think we can all agree that Geeta's the worst champion so far.
Yeah, I would say that too. Yeah.
Fireball. I can't believe the AI is so bad, or their design is so bad, that they chose to make her ace have a useless ability.
Her ace doesn't have a useless ability. It's like toxic spikes, wasn't it?
Yeah, but guess when she uses it?
When she gets hit.
She pulls out her ace at the end of the fight.
Yeah, I would agree there. Her ace should have been first if that's the case. We can try and go to the beach to find the next encounter.
Sure. I'm just worried that it's like too low level right now. Oh, look, an orange one.
No, we're fine. I'm gonna switch my Pokemon in front.
Mudbray, don't die.
I should heal my combo. My combo.
Oh, not a Hoppip! It
It's
came out
probably
of
gonna be
nowhere!
water Pokemon there, so.
We are gonna
Try
remove this lad from combat so he doesn't get his butt killed. Please don't use Pursuit, thank God.
Okay. There's a horde happening in the East Province area too.
Scary.
I don't know what's there yet, but could be a lamp bulb or something like that, or whatever it's called.
Okay, wait, what? Which area are we going through right now?
East Province Area 2. We're just pretty much heading towards where the town is, but there's a beach.
Okay. I just
got
got hit.
Beach that we could possibly get
5
like a
times.
water Pokemon if you want.
Sure. 5.
But it also might count as the sea, so that's another reason why I'm gonna go there.
Just hop it. Use
If we
bullets.
go up to the normal area, I think we can get a Lampbolt, so we can get like Belly Bolts in the future. We can get a Tauros.
Ooh, I like Tauros.
Wattrel for the electric flying.
Oh yeah, Wattrel, that only has 2 evolutions. 2 forms.
Wattrel and Kilowattrel.
I want a Giga Wattrel.
Yeah.
No way, this thing survived fire fending. I hate that. Level 20 wild Pokemon, kinda whack.
I'm gonna keep looking at this wall in case the area changes, like the area text.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, this is East Province Area 2 is the beach down here.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can join you right quick. Okay. I don't want Litleo up front. I don't want the ground type up front. Why did she have to have beachfront property? There was a Tauros right here. Now it is...
A Deerling walked into my view.
Enjoy, Deerling's neat.
You know, I've never used the Deerling.
It's cool. Which version?
It's green.
So I think that's spring.
Yeah. I do like the idea of Deerling and Sawsbuck.
I wanted to catch all 4 of them since they all have different definitions in the Pokedex in this game.
I try not to kill it.
Okay.
It has takedown. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm headed your way.
Oh my god. Okay, we're switching Pokemon.
What level is it?
Fancy, it's 22.
Okay. There's another Dark Raid here.
You know what? I could just heal. I could heal. And... let it do takedown again to lower its health.
Get him. Okay, Skiddo's level 15. That's gonna be better than nothing. We can now officially grind raids.
Oh my god. Okay. Fuck. If I want to try and throw just a Great Ball now, I have to risk the my Shinleo.
Oh, and Deerling is also normal type. Right.
Yeah, it's a grass normal.
Why do they have to put normal everywhere?
Normal is actually a good typing for some Pokemon. For example, Ghost Normal is actually a very good one.
It eliminates the ghost weakness, which is neat.
It eliminates the fighting weakness.
Oh, okay. I will give you that. No, I don't.
Do I risk?
I am being freaking swarmed by Tauros. Stop.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking crazy. You'll get out of a battle and it's just be another one there. Should I risk Shinleo to throw a Great Ball right now?
We're at a place where the chances of them actually being caught is high-ish.
I'm going to actually heal one more time, let it take down me one more time, so it lowers its health a bit more. It's just I'm using Super Potion, so I gotta restock some of my healing items.
Let's get this frog. Oh yeah, I chose the
down. Oh, it crit me and put me to 5.
Tadpole.
I knew the crit wouldn't kill me, but like, holy shit.
Get in the pocket ball. Dang it, it didn't work.
Christ, this thing. I have to risk this. We're just Great Balling it.
I just wasted an Ultra Ball.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Static!
Oh, hell.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I could have changed Pokemon, but it's like, if it would have takedown again, it's already doing more than half health. It's Summer, by the way, the form.
That's nice.
It was doing more than half my health to like one of my stronger Pokemon, so it probably would have killed some of my Pokemon.
Yikes. Okay, I got, change Pokemon? No.
Okay, I have a Deerling. So whatever year thing's gonna get, it's gonna ling at the
It's
end.
the thing. It's Tadbulb.
So I have Deerbulb.
That was East 2?
Yeah. I also have to update the other section for myself.
Tadling. I do
Deerbulb.
Illa Tadpole.
And then the Terra Raid was... Combi
That's a pretty good. Okay, send it to the boxes, obviously.
combo. Did we want to use that Pokemon?
Nah, I don't think for this fight, just because...
It would give you an electric type in an electric gym.
Yeah, I'm hearing what you're saying, but I'm not understanding what you mean by that.
I'm just saying it might help. And I know it gets in one of the moves actually helps if it gets... Does it get full? Like, it gets something with electric moves.
Well, okay, who do we switch out? Because if you want to get yours, then we can switch it out. I've got...
Do you have any Pokemon you would just want to switch? Any Pokemon you just want to
Oinkalong doesn't need to be there. That is your,
Oinkdol? What does Oinkdol go do? Oh, that's Shrunk. Yeah, I'm fine with that if you want to get rid of the fucking pig.
I don't know how this bacon gonna help me, so...
You want to get rid of the pig? I'll get rid of Shrunk, because he's kind of, like, useless still to me.
Sure. Tadbulb evolves with Thunderstone, does it?
I think so, yeah, so you can evolve it, like, right away.
If I have one, yeah. Seems I do not.
Okay. What is our coverage right now for our teams? Because I've got, like, an electric, a ground, a fire, a grass. That's already pretty good. If I get a water type, I've got, like, a good coverage.
I've got 2 ground types, a fire type, a grass type.
Oh, yeah, you got a good coverage because you got water, grass, fire. Just that alone is pretty good.
Yeah.
Next thing to do would probably swap out one of your ground types for another.
Yeah, I'm thinking
like different Pokemon.
Diglett's not the best here.
That's why, what is Diglett linked to? Younglit? Definitely want to get rid of that.
That's the Yungoos?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna head over to the town so I can go heal.
Come shoot. Ew, ice type.
But yeah, if we could have got like other encounters here, we could have got like an actual water type. Like I could have got like it's not water type, but sandy ass would have been a good one. Ground ghost. Marini.
One of my choices was Meryl.
Oh, that would have been good. Nope, there's a Meryl.
I was like, no, I don't want it. It was that, it was the Tadbulb, or it was the, there was another Pokemon, but...
Azumarill's just kind of busted, though.
Azumarill? Oh, that's the, fairy water.
Water fairy.
Yeah.
And it can learn Belly Drum.
Yeah, but that takes half your HP away, though.
Yeah, but it maximizes your damage.
Immediately? It's a straight 4 stages of damage?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
That's the sacrifice. Sacrifice half your health for max damage. I think if you get, like, what is it? Huge power? Huge power is very good with that combo.
I'm not sure what that is.
It raises the attack. So raise the attack and then 4 times it.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay, you said level 24, so I need to keep leveling up Mudbray.
Yeah, I need a level up too. I'm just gonna do some buying of some healing items.
There are raids around if we want to do that. Hey, Magnemite.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have a... Yeah, I have that I can do. I got some items to level up. What level does Deerling evolve at? I've never used one.
I think it's in the 20s. It's part of those Pokemon that start evolving at really high levels for no reason in the recent gens. I think Gen 6 or it was Gen 5. Gen 5 is right before they start doing that. Oh no, there's a cab driver.
Oh no.
I'm scared.
Okay, Combi. My Combi is only level 12. I'm gonna boost that with some candies.
Yeah, that's them level 1 raids. Well, if I can get Quack
I think Vespiquen is like in the 20s or 30, I think.
Vespiquen? It's since it is a single stage evolution, I want to guess in the 20s.
By the way, I have a Sunstone.
I don't want it.
I mean, if we're forced to use that Pokemon, then I'll give it to you.
Can you actually? Oh, hey, gimme go.
Okay, I need to level up. My priority here should be Phanpy.
Okay, let's... Okay, sell Great Balls, that's great. Revives are useless. Let me see if I can sell some of that, actually.
Just do that.
Revives are in the...
Oh my god, that immediately put him low. Just sell all your revives.
Yeah, that's what I only had the one. ATM. Psychic terrain. Cute. That's a rookie D. I thought that was a gimme ghoul.
Oh yeah, there's a Pokemon we can trade here for a Gengar, I think.
The Gengar that doesn't have the Everstone.
I'm so glad it does not have the Everstone. I was flipping my shit with that.
It's so funny because like earlier generations would do that. They'd give you like a Gengar.
There was, and it's like everyone hated that person. Like fuck, who was it? I was having a conversation with someone who told me to do that, and I'm like, this better not have an Everstone, or I'm gonna flip my shit.
I think you did it while we were streaming. No, that's not true. I feel like I was there.
No, I think it was a D&D game. Like I was doing some mild things in the game, like in Pokemon, like going around catching Pokemon.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like I was there for that conversation.
Yeah, I feel like you were there for that conversation, so.
Don't get killed by the Tadbulb, thank you. You're just high enough level to overpower the automatic victories.
Bulldoze a Magnemite.
It's just no good. I'll show you no good. You're not a cab driver, you're just a student. I can't control my power. Owain from Fire Emblem Awakening?
That did not actually give me a lot of experience.
Alamola. You look like a normal water.
Hey, do you want to fight like a ghost top?
Sure, let's do it. Ghost Hopper? It's a Ghost Hopper?
Yeah.
Sure, I'm down. Let me just finish this Alamola. Ew, never mind.
I'm finishing off the Magnemite.
It just keeps spamming Aqua Jet, and my Aqua Jet beats its Aqua Jet, but we don't do damage. So I have to hit it with low sweep, but it doesn't have any weight, so it takes no damage. Aqua Ring!
I think. Oh my god! I think you found the flaw to the to your starter right now.
I need my starter to get an actual fighting move.
Yeah, you need it to like get something that would work on an Alamola. That's your weakness.
Specifically, an Alamola that doesn't do damage. I hate Aqua Ring because Cynthia used Aqua Ring on her bloody Melodic. That was awful in all sorts of ways. God, remember when Champions actually set up?
Oh, you fucking hell yeah.
Remember when?
Sturdy.
Remember when Champions weren't Gita?
Yeah.
You know what the worst part is? In this game, right, when you beat the game and you do the tournament, everyone's like, finally, we can stop holding back. Except Gita, because Gita was like, actually, I'm not allowed to hold back. I actually literally physically can't. So like, okay, cool. So you're just fighting Gita all over again at the same strength level as you fought her the first time. And she's no good. And everyone's like, wow, you beat her. Like you hadn't already beat her before.
Like the champions I think of the most are like Wally. Or not Wally.
Wallace?
Wallace. Wallace and Cynthia.
Oh man, Cynthia. Cynthia.
Also Lance. I remember Lance.
Lance is our first one, and he's actually the champion twice, eh? Because. Well, okay, he's the real champion the one
Lance
time.
is the champion for Gen 2.
Yeah, they pretend he's the champion for Gen 1 until you beat him.
Rival is the champion for Gen 1.
Yep. That's just cool. Lance has a bigger part in the anime because he's an actual champion in the anime. Up until Gen 2. Like, Gen 2, he's not even, like, the final boss. But poor Lance.
Yeah.
Keeps getting shafted. He is called Lance, but... did you set up the raid?
No, you were still doing things, so I just ran around attacking more Magnemites.
We can do the raid.
Because Magnemite's so easy to kill, because it can't hurt me.
Take that, Magnemoon. Look at that Pokemon with a free substitute ability.
I keep finding Magnemites with Sturdy. Damn.
Do Magnemites... Are they allowed to have that? I thought they had Levitate.
Sturdy?
No, they need Magnet Rise.
I've been attacking them this whole time with ground moves. They do not have Levitate.
They don't have Levitate because they need Magnet Rise. It's the whole reason Magnet Rise exists.
Yep. Well, Younglit can now learn Bite. Which is better than Payback, at least. Not still not gonna use Younglit. I really want another encounter before we... I want to get rid of Younglit.
Alright, let's... Well, okay. Let's see if we can do that.
We could go into the sea and attempt it.
I'm just hoping the sea isn't like a level 50 level area.
Well, I mean, it's not too bad if we miss it out on it, because it's like, it would be a water Pokemon, and like, we can get like many of those.
Yeah.
So we can just make sure we have a Pokédoll, just in case, so we can run.
I do have that, so we're good.
I think I have one, so I'm good on that.
Frame rate drop, nice.
Let's see.
Tauros.
I do have a Pokédoll, so I'm good to attempt that. Wait a second.
Ouch, that's a
Hold on. I'm catching you.
Shiny?
You green monstrosity.
Which pocket monster?
It's a shiny.
Which pocket monster?
Meryl.
Meryl Green. Hey! Bad Tauros. Already beat your entire crew, okay?
Okay, so second shiny I found in this game.
I've yet to find any. I'm gonna look at my trainer card just to make sure, but I don't think I've seen any.
I saw this guy in a distance. I thought I was just like, wow, that guy looks so much closer to the color of the ground.
Yeah, 0 shiny Pokemon battled.
I feel like I just want to just catch. I have to catch this no matter what. I want it.
Oh, you have the shiny claws, so yeah.
Yeah, because like then I just gotta wait for you to get a shiny and then we compare them.
Oh yeah, cause Soul Link, yeah. Though I've not
But
seen
it's
shinies.
the fact it's a shiny, so
The entire time I've been playing. Oh, there's a Watchful. Okay.
you know, swap into an electric type just so it can't hurt. Kill me.
Never seen a freaking shiny in my game yet, so.
I found a shiny Halucha in my when I was playing through before.
Cool.
I almost missed it because it was nighttime and it's very dark.
Oh. Nice.
Oh, what's a fucking thing I can do here without killing it? You know what? Pokeballs. Just throwing
It's not
Pokeballs.
even showing up on my screen. There's a Wiglet here.
Oh, I almost got it.
Everyone keeps. Oh, what am I fighting now? A lot of people keep complaining to me that, like, oh, they're running out of originality for Pokemon. Because of things like Wiglet and Toedscruel. And I'm like, stop. That's not what it means.
I like the like regional variants and whatever the other thing is that they
Regional
that
variants.
those things are.
Those.
Regional variants are like, oh, this is a sand shrew, but it's like ice.
It's just
Those are like I have another name, but I forget their name. I got the Ezreal by the way, or the Meryl.
the Meryl, the soon-to-be Azrael. Azrael. Okay, yeah.
Really?
Okay. You can
You're
start.
not gonna get a name, and you're going in the box. This fucking ugly bitch.
Consider yourself boxed.
My God, I was not expecting to find a shiny.
But you gotta. Oh, this is.
I
Your,
believe so.
there's a raid of yours here, isn't it?
Like we can do it if you want. I just need to fucking run away.
Sandygast.
Weasel used soak. Thank you for getting rid of my weakness to water. Weasel. Good job.
Nice.
Thumbs up.
That's a boat. Why are you not attacking this Wiglet?
See times when like soak would be a good thing to use. Not against a ground type where you're a water type.
Right?
Okay,
Crab.
so this is a dragon Lechonk. Do you want to do it?
Oh dear, dragon.
Just
Yeah.
A little bit of.
Why not?
Here, I'll pop it up.
So does anyone else dislike touching microfiber with dry hands? What is microfiber? Specifically.
Oh, those are the really nice cloths.
Oh, are they like the weird? Are they like I might
They're like super good cloths.
dragon.
But I don't hate touching them.
Or might be like sensory overload. I don't know.
Could be.
With dry hands specifically, I feel like I don't like touching like certain kinds of fibers, so maybe. Like soft stuff, not bristly stuff. Certain types of microfiber cloths, okay. You know what else made it into my top 10 least liked playthroughs of the year?
What?
Freaking Digimon Survive.
Oh, least liked?
Yeah. God, I just wanted it over at the end.
Yeah, it's kind of long, and it's got the whole visual novel thing where sometimes those can be a slog to get through.
Yeah, and like, oh wow, it's crit on low sweep, nice. For no reason other than like, play through it again.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that you had to play through it again.
Me either.
Or like, having some characters not die. I feel like that took away from your choices mattered.
Definitely. Oh, that's another reason why I didn't like Little Hope.
Yeah. The Little Hope.
Be gone,
Oh
watch out.
boy. Don't catch.
Still not my least favorite playthrough of the year. I cheated because like I want to play it and make everyone die. Oh god. You know what was interesting though? When you play through the second playthrough, you can have your Lotmon turn into Antilamon. No, Wendigomon, my bad. Because it technically got the Dark Digivolution.
Because you're doing New Game Plus.
Yeah.
I like Wendigomon.
I do too, it just didn't have to, like, you know, lean into the Wendigo stuff. It didn't have to eat Shinji. Shinji deserved to get eaten, but...
Oh yeah, we talked about going to get that water Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start walking in, like, or swimming into the water.
This is Marine.
Eventually I'll find the title change and all that. Oh, I got two things on my screen, a Watchel or a Buizel. If I had to pick, I'm picking Buizel.
Then you can pick Buizel, I want to watch him. E spelled DNC. Okay, I don't see any.
E spelled DNC?
Yeah, I'm in these. It's Buizel that you just Knackly, I already have. We got dupes on that. That looks like a gimme ghoul. Oh my lord!
What'd
Okay.
you get?
Do we have a Magikarp?
No, we do not. So
Then,
you could get. If you find a Gyarados.
I found a Gyarados.
I mean, that's fine.
What level
By the
is
way,
this thing?
mine's level 18, so like yours might just be like level 20.
Level 22.
And Intimidate user is very good to have, at least.
Ew, though, the damage. Okay, what kind of
I don't
damage?
want to kill it. Oh, you know what? Ice Fang's not very effective. We're gonna use that.
We're faster, it doesn't do us that much damage. Can you confuse it?
Oh, it flinched me.
I'm gonna have to heal it during this, okay. Do I have any net balls? No, I didn't buy any, okay.
I might die to a crit. No, I don't think I'll die to a crit. We're gonna
Good.
Great Ball.
Now don't kill yourself, buddy. I know he's
There we go.
confused.
Oh, I could have got the crab over there. I see the
Ice
fucking.
Fang?
I see the Cabrawler in the distance.
Cabral. I love such a...
I would use it because like, Crabominable sounds fun to use. It just looks stupid.
It's an ice fighting, right?
Yeah, it goes from like a water fighting to an ice fighting. I think.
It's an interesting switch. Hit
Yeah.
yourself. I don't want you to die, but I don't...
I mean, I'm also in the opinion that ice should be good against water.
I honestly think they...
But there is a move. There's an ice type move that is good against water. So.
Yeah. Freeze dry, I think?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm of the opinion that they should either do that or they should not interact. Use a Great Ball. You're right, John, but I don't want to waste...
So am I calling this
them.
Buizados? I'm calling it Buizados, just assuming you're catching that.
Don't kill me, please, those. Gyarados.
Gyarados?
Okay, now stop killing. Don't be killing yourself either. Go, Gyarados, become mine.
You could just call it Garl.
Garl? There, I caught it.
Okay. You want that in the party? I want that in the party.
Yeah, we want to
but
replace.
It might not be best to put it in yet because keeping an extra ground type in your party for this next fight might be fine.
Once it brings I wish this was a shiny. We gotta give it a nickname, so Geralt and Lanny. I'm gonna put him in my box because the extra ground. Oh, actually, I wasn't training my ground.
I was saying if you want to have the extra ground type for now, we can just not put it in yet, but we can switch it out after.
Yeah, I'll put it in the box. become boxed Gyarados. I didn't catch the Magikarp, but here we are. Okay.
I see your duck beating up a fucking like sea urchin or whatever that thing is.
Gone, sea urchin. I don't want you here anymore. I love that Pokemon that cannot swim just get a little bit of a.
Oh hey, a rare candy.
They get the flotation device. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh boy, a revive! How exciting! I want to be number one. Fight me.
My Phanpy is level 23. Oh, my Combi has honey for me.
This guy's playing We Are Number One. Why is the low kicks here? Why do you have a low kicks? Level 26? What is this?
Jeez, are you in danger?
I don't know. I can run away from trainer fights, maybe not.
I thought we said if we got in a trainer fight, we can't run away.
Oh, that's our rules?
Yeah.
I might be in big danger. The black text is dangerous. But low kicks is bug dark or bug?
It is a bug dark.
Okay. Ew. That hurt a lot.
Pretty nice typing.
Rufflet? Oh my god. He's got Ultra Balls. What do I do? He's gonna catch my Pokemon.
I want to be number one. I'm tempted to fight him, but I'm also scared.
He has a Rufflet and a low kicks. They're both level 26.
I think I want to fight him. Oh, I found a water stone.
Okay, Litlynx has a chance against low kicks. We're gonna put Litlynx.
I'm gonna go heal.
I'm
gonna go heal and sell my treasures. I've been getting a lot of pearls and stuff.
Even if we do lose Litlynx, Litlynx is shinks. We don't want to lose Litlynx, but we also don't want to lose. We definitely don't want to lose our starters.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
So,
it's not the worst thing if we do, but it would get rid of my an electric type for me that knows ice moves.
Okay, U-turn is not very effective. Good. That could do better, but I think Fire Fang can also burn. And have healing items, so we should be okay, even with a crit. You can tank 2 more of those. Burn it. Burn it. Woo! We're safe. We beat it. Okay, cool.
Good.
That's pretty good. I was worried. I didn't think Quaxwell could beat it, but we have Litleo. Synthesis on my grass type? I don't know. Yeah, take out Tackle. Normal type attacks are garbage. Especially Tackle in particular.
Mud shot.
You said we
Air
were not.
cutter.
Okay, let's not get attacked by anything else here because we need to live. So. Oh yeah, his low kicks has U-turn, so there it is.
I could teach my Younglit Mud Shot if I just want some extra like oomph to this fight. I know the Miss Magius can be actually kind of scary.
Okay, you're gonna die again, John? Wait, don't. Miss Magius? She doesn't have Miss Magius yet, it's just Miss Magius. Misdreavus.
Is it a Misdreavus?
I'm pretty sure it's just a Misdreavus now.
No, it's a Miss Magius.
Oh.
Just looked.
But it turns into a lightning type?
It turns into an electric type, yes, but it's still a Miss Magius.
Well, you still can't go die. But you can definitely go to sleep. You can die temporarily. The importance is that I don't have to go to the underworld and fish you out by singing a song and not looking backwards.
Oh yeah, I have Trailblaze. I can teach that to my Dawn fan. Or not my Dawn, my Phanpy. I don't have a Dawn fan yet.
But I don't wanna. Well, don't make me go over there, sir.
Don't make me.
I have a water stone! Hooray!
I got one too. Oh, I have a TM for Foul Play actually. Electro Ball.
Yeah, you got foul play from the what's his face.
Oh yeah, okay.
Trailblaze?
Trailblaze is definitely something I kind of want to put on
a speed boost?
A Phanpy.
I could give it to Litley. 45 power versus.
I could give it to my electric type.
There's no downside to using it instead of Vine Whip. Put that there.
better than Vine Whip.
Yeah, exactly. Rain Dance? No. Foul Play?
I could get rid of Endure on my fancy.
I'll do that. Thief. Low Kick.
I kind of want to do that.
Teach someone Metronome and hope they don't get freaking Embargo again.
This won't help the next fight, but like, it will be fine.
The first time I ever did a randomized Nuzlocke, right?
Yep.
I started with a Togepi. And in the first random encounter, I rolled Metronome, and it got Embargo.
Oh my god, I didn't heal yet.
So that meant that the game was over before I could even capture something. Bless you. Did we want to go fight another raid?
Embargo?
Yeah.
Isn't that the move that doesn't let you use items or something?
Yeah, it kills your Pokemon, and then it prevents
God.
the entire team from using items.
I didn't think it killed the Pokemon. I thought it just didn't let you use items.
Yep, it kills your Pokemon.
Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna swap to you, and we're gonna fight some water types.
Ooh, they're selling shoes here. Time to fashion souls. Zapaldea footwear.
Fashion souls as much as you could.
Do you mean only your shoes and hat?
Your shoes, hat, gloves, backpack,
I like
glasses.
Zapaldea because
Not a lot you could do, but
I like that they called it Zapaldea because
Oh.
in Spanish,
I have a Vespa Queen now.
zapatos means
It evolved at level 21.
21. Oh well. You need to casually just sort of stop existing. I don't know. That's a little spooky.
This Vespa Queen's still not good to use against this gym because flying.
So tempted to use the dragon type shoes, but I'm supposed to be Bonkai.
Just do what you want to do. It doesn't have to be.
No,
fully
no,
fair.
no, 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 no. We're cosplaying. What does Bug look like? Green, probably. Ew.
Oh, do I not get attack order, defense order yet? Okay.
Bonkai, should you steal? Not yet. Bonkai didn't die yet.
I watched a bunch of videos last night on artificers,
It's blue. Yeah.
and like the more I read, like armorer is busted compared to the others.
It is kind of impressive actually.
Alchemist is like the weakest of them, but it's still like they're all still got their what they're good at.
Oh, this is what they meant by trapper hat. Ew. Yeah, and talking from experience, armor's pretty great. Sometimes you
Yeah,
can just...
and also to put like 2 extra infusions on your stuff, and that's also good because then you can give infusions to other people.
Yeah, you could like literally just choose not to fail certain saves. Oh, that's not the armor stuff. Sorry, that's an infusion on my armor. Because I had an infusion that made my armor an armor strength, I think, which gave me it had 3 charges or something, and it gave me advantages on strength saves.
Yep.
As well as you could use a charge to just not go prone when you should go prone.
I'm like, if I ever played Artificer, I'm still leaning towards like Armorer, Battlesmith, or Artillerist, and I think out of them, I like Artillerist the most.
I know
But
that
I'd be completely fine playing any of those 3.
I know that if I'm playing Felicia ever again, she's gonna be an armor for sure, because I want to play her the way she was supposed to play. She only got to level 3, so.
Yeah. But I like a lot of things from the Artillerist.
The gun.
Like you can make a turret that can walk around, and later on you can make 2 of them. You can turn a wand into like a gun
Yeah.
that makes your spells do more damage.
Oh yeah.
Like I could totally just get a wand and like turn into like a sniper rifle, I imagine, and just shoot like a firebolt out of it. It does like an extra like D8 of damage.
Yeah, that sounds about like how the other person I heard play Artillerist did it. It was a staff that turned into a pew pew. So yeah.
The other thing I would have probably done, because if I made Anne,
Oh,
I'd probably Artillerist or Battlesmith.
You'd play her the way you were gonna play her before.
If I played Battlesmith though, I'd want to be a small race though, so I could ride. I do mounting.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I can just ride the Steel Defender.
Yeah. Speed fell, okay, steel and...
I imagine it would just be like having a mech.
Just get in there. John says he wants to do a 4-person Artificer party, and I'm like... I'd be down, but I want someone to run it so that I could play Felicia, you know what I mean? Mudshot? I don't want it!
Because if I wouldn't have to play Anne directly how I want to, but like I definitely would probably make her into an artillerist just so I could play an artillerist.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they got Corby Squires going on around here. Hello.
I don't know when I'm gonna have like a new character in a game though, and I kind of have a character I want to make for like whenever I become a player and have to make a new character again.
Yeah. Well, man, I love that you guys are enjoying Odyssey. I hope you guys are enjoying Odyssey.
Oh, I am.
But because I want to run Raiders of the Lost Sea afterwards. But that's gonna be like another super long. Well, maybe not as long as Odyssey, but there's the thing is there's the possibility with Odyssey to take a break after you finish the first arc because there's supposed to be like a time skip.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, spoilers, I guess. But you want to do a fighting raid?
Just let me kill this.
Sure. Make Ahmed Battlesmith with her mech Bonkai. Listen here, you. That's another thing. Like if Josh ever plays Anne again, I kind of want to play Bonkai, but also Felicia and Anne together would be a chaotic mix.
You can start it whenever.
Okay. Challenge of the group. It's a Starly.
A whole Artificer party would just be wild, though.
Well, Artificer are already like fill rolls, eh? So we wouldn't do optimal anything, but...
Okay, if we were to talk about what roles they do, Armorer can be either a tank or like the sneaky character with like Infiltrator.
Because they can Infiltrator or and you can switch whenever you want as long as you have long rest.
Fighting type. That might be best. Yeah. And you can switch. Alchemist is a support kind of utility character. Artillerist is the blaster.
Yep.
And Battlesmith is like you can do it in multiple ways, but it's a martial one. Because either way you're getting like you're either gonna be using ranged or melee weapons.
Yeah.
And you'll have your Steel Defender to tank. And one of the ways to do it is just to mount, if you're small, mount up on the Steel Defender, and then they have to hit you to hurt the Steel Defender, but you can also make it the reaction from the Steel Defender just impose disadvantage.
Yeah, because there's the Sentinel type thing.
Yeah. It's even better if you have Sentinel as well.
Because you just keep stopping them from moving.
Yeah. There's wild things you can do.
Yeah, there's a friend that kind of like low-key invited me to their session, and I'm like, well, I don't know if I have time, first of all. Second of all, like, I do not know if y'all mesh with my playstyle. And like, I hear them, and they're they know the ins and outs of the game very much, and they keep talking about how like it's funny that you can do certain builds, and I'm like, I don't know that, and I hope that if you join a game, you're not expected to play that way. But the way I hear it, it kind of is like, you know, they think that way, so they expect that everybody else thinks that way. Particularly the DM thinking in a specific like meta way, I guess. I don't know how to explain it other than like.
Yeah,
they
like
do a lot
the way,
of
the
number
reason
crunching.
I think this way is I think this way so I'm not like a hindrance to other people in the party.
Yeah.
And so I can make my character live as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So me knowing how to like what's a good thing I can do, and how to play a certain role perfectly, or how to what's a good build, makes my character last longer and makes me not like any kind of hindrance to the party, and can even help other people. Is your starter level 30?
Yeah. Yes.
Jesus Christ. My strongest Pokemon's like 24.
I've fed him some candy. A little bit,
I have not been getting a lot of candy.
but I haven't been giving him a lot of candy, like relatively to what I did with my first start.
I've been evening out my experience between my party.
I have been fighting a lot of wild Pokemon, to be quite honest, and I'm
I have
making
as
it.
well.
I'm making a point of fighting some of the trainers.
I've only been getting like 1 or 2 candies for each of those raids, though.
I had 4 last time, but I didn't give them to him. I want my Mudbray up, so because like Quaxwell's gonna be a little rough to use in the next fight.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing, John. My thought is like this isn't a game that I'm supposed to be winning. It's a game I'm supposed to be having fun in when we play D&D. So it's kind of that same mentality of like I flavor it out to be what my character wants to do, and I play the character more as the roleplay aspect, less as the am I going to be a hindrance? Because the concept of being a hindrance doesn't even occur to me at all. It's all about how the party will mesh and how my character will react to things around them.
Well, look at it this way: you can be a hindrance. For example, if you play a wizard with no intelligence.
Yeah, but like also people do that for the.
Play that without lowering your intelligence to like below 10.
Yeah, like so from a role. No, exactly. I know what you mean because like I don't like seeing low numbers on my sheet, but I refuse. I'm allergic to multi-classing. I hate it.
I like multi-classing, and I always end up doing it.
Well,
I've never played a pure like of a class.
It's a necessity to get any kind of like super build. For one, most of the good builds are that way. You can't just like pure. All the good builds are that way because you can't just pure level 1 to 20 and get anything that's like wacky. They're all built to do one thing if you do it like that. So
yeah, I mean, plus also if you have like a low intelligence on a wizard, you can't multi-class at all.
yeah, no.
So you have to have the 13.
So like while the concept of being a hindrance or not doesn't occur to me, I don't build a bad character. I just like to be one class, and I want to play a game that goes from 1 to 20 to experience what it is to be at the peak of that class.
I actually wanted to try and have this Dragonlance game go all the way because they gave you a kind of thing to do after the story's done.
Yeah.
Because the whole time you're fighting the Red Dragon army, there's 4 other armies.
One for each color?
Yeah. And there literally is like a thing going off like this kind of like sneaky thing of, well, there could be a continuation.
If you, the GM, decide.
And it's set up in a way to allow you to be like, okay, I can move this into like, oh, now there's another army coming in. Or there's this issue with the army of, like, I could use another army and just put them in another location. You had to go, the players go stop them, for
the
example.
cab driver's the reason I haven't beaten that kicker. Yeah. I think a lot of the D&D stuff.
I do want to get a party to level 20 though. I would like to play in a game that goes to 20, but I also don't mind DMing a game that goes to 20.
Well, you're playing in a game that's supposed to go to 20, assuming you guys enjoyed enough at that point. So, because Odyssey is designed since all the goals were hit, it's designed to go up to level 20, and then get you guys some level 20 stuff to do. I already explained what the last arc's going to be like if you guys get there. So. With the possibility of not necessarily having to play as those characters non-stop.
Oh hey, I'm getting a Dawn fan. I think I'm probably good to fight the gym now.
What level does Mudbray evolve at, I wonder? What?
I have no idea. I actually really like Dawn fan.
I've liked
Dawn fan ever since I saw it in like Gen 2.
I liked it at first, now I'm like, it's alright. I like it because it was in the anime, honestly. Litleo, I think you need a special ability. What is Endeavor, and why are you learning it? Oh, it's not bad. I'm gonna replace Takedown with it because I don't like taking down. Alternatively, I vote Yeet the Gods. It's so funny. Okay, so have you ever had this? I realized yesterday, right, as I'm playing God of War, right, that from a logical standpoint, a lot of people, had they had the power that Kratos does, would probably have sided against the gods, particularly the way the gods act in the God of War series, right?
Yeah.
Following that thought process, I was also thinking about how the Percy Jackson series goes, and how, besides the fact that it is incredibly well written, because how the author tackles the concept of evil itself, but I'm not gonna rant about that because I've done that before. I thought like my character Pyrus would probably not 100% be with the campers during like had he participated in those events. Because come the end of the story, probably, because there's some things that you don't do, and Kronos steps over a lot of lines. But the entire reason that there are characters that are like gray in that series is because they have some good points in that the gods really treat their kids like trash. As well as a bunch of other people. So that was a nice little insight. I like that walking handbag right there.
I have a gumshoes now. I see it. Walking handbag. Oh, I should go to Delibird Presents and try and get something that's good for my Dawn fan.
Oh, yeah. What's this? Cake? Oh, okay. Coffee mugs? Picnic knacks. Cool. Dude, I can buy a tablecloth? A ball themed after hardcore gaming PCs.
I think when I'm thinking of all my D&D characters, I'm like least attached to fur.
Really?
Yeah, because there was also that gap in the middle that kind of like pulled me away.
Yeah, yeah, I know. And then we're gonna have another gap this summer if Sam has his way.
Yeah. Their presence is all the way over there.
I like Sam's campaign. I don't like that we all have to scram. Like, it was refreshing for me to take a break. I'm not gonna lie, right? I like to think that the return was better than it would have been had we had just continued.
Yeah, like I like that we're doing it. It's just I'm just feel a little distant from Fur.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be the same when I get to Isaac. I'll probably feel a little bit distant from Isaac. It's also because Fur is built weird, to be honest.
You've also missed several sessions just because life.
Yeah, there was also that.
So like, which is kind of sad because like your character is one of the most story bound right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely story bound because if I die, like the sun goes out.
Yeah,
well,
like I've got contingencies for that. I had three contingencies, 3 endings for the way that encounter went with the dragon, and it almost went one way I hadn't planned. That was interesting. Where's the Delibird Presents?
That's where I am currently.
I don't see you on my map.
You might be able to see me on the map if you. It's north.
Oh my gosh! There's a whole other half to this town.
Oh yeah, there is. If you zoom in, you can actually see the name of the stores.
Cool. Brassius has a billboard. That's pretty nice. Yono has a billboard. I guess.
I'm gonna get Shell Bell for my Dawn fan.
Quaxwell has a billboard. I don't know why, but sure. Fuecoco has a billboard. Those shoes, Nike. Hassel just casually giving you 50
tell me
during
Dawn
territory.
does not have pickup anymore.
Because evolved. Oh
Yeah,
look,
sturdy.
I can now evolve a Happini.
Oh my god, Dawn fan having sturdy is so nice.
Wow, is that not a hidden ability for Donphan?
I don't think so, because it came from pickup.
I don't remember fighting any Donphans that had that. Oh, I can get a Rotom phone case instead of useful battle items?
Yeah. Now I can go get a few healing items and then I'll be prepared. Oh, I should also get some setup moves for Donphan.
Soft Sign increases ground moves. Let's give that to our friend here. Dark type,
I have a good amount of
fighting
super
type,
potion.
Ice type,
so...
sidekick, steel.
Yeah, I have a good amount.
Loaded dice, shell. Shell bell's not bad. Metronome.
Shell Bell is what I'm gonna use.
Metronome sounds sexy, but covert cloak.
General goods. That's where that is. There's a suit bell in there. Wasn't in battle items, I don't think. No.
Let me get a metronome.
Oh, it's probably in like the Chansey place.
Maybe a Shell Bell as well. We're gonna buy it with LP.
It's a pharmacy item, I think, so that makes sense.
What is?
The X items. Yep, they're here. Okay, how should I do this? What do you think they do more? I think they're special attackers.
Oh, you could have fooled. I would not know. They did not last long enough when I actually fought them. Quackalore.
I'm getting a couple of each so that I have them.
What did I just get for you? I want to give you something good here.
Okay. I at least have one of each item now. So I can go set up on Iono. The question is, do I have enough time for Iono?
23
It's like
minutes.
23 minutes.
I'll give you Shell Bell. That's what I want. For fear of losing.
What did the
you.
person want instead of a like to trade the Gengar for again?
Was it just like anything? I think she's willing to trade whatever.
That's pretty interesting if we ever want to get rid of one of our Pokemon.
Hmm?
Like, one of us can get a Gengar. It's a Pincurchin.
Gotcha.
God.
Speed stat, attack suffers. Speed stat, defense suffers. Nope. Oh,
Put an item.
Quick Claw, let's go.
We got a Quick Claw?
Casually just gives you a meal. I did get a Quick Claw, yeah.
Oh, I have one rare candy. I should use that before the fight.
I have Shell Bell on Quackalore, Quick Claw on Litlynx, and Mudfee has a...
I'm gonna use this rare
Soft
candy on
sense.
Donphan to get him 26.
Let's cross the water here.
Okay.
Also,
I'm ready.
Pokemon has just casually reduced the meaning of the word legendary these days, and that frustrates me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, they're also diluting it with, like, mythicals and legendaries, and it doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, because mythical are just Pokemon that are hard to get.
They're basically just event-only Pokemon, I
Because
think.
they are event Pokemon.
It's like, it doesn't mean anything. They're like, oh, myths. No, they...
Oh, we might have to fight Nemona first.
Oh, that's not good. That's fine. Nemona has the Pokemon that I beat, so it's fine.
Yeah, there's a battle. Okay, well, we're fighting Nemona, and then we're probably gonna fight Iono next stream.
Fair enough. Rototototo!
Rotototo.
Why are you fighting them again, Nemona? You
I
wannabe?
just realized she called you just to tell you, yeah, I'm right outside.
Well, she called you so that you go like, she's like, where are you? And you're like, I am here. And she's like, wow, that's crazy. So am I.
She's stalking us. I know it.
It was a coincidence, I swear.
What does she start with? Oh, let's see. I have a Donphan out front right now, so...
Remember when games... Remember when the Pokemon's champion... Remember when your rival's party changed depending on who you started with?
Yeah.
Don't think they do that anymore.
I don't know if there's like a second Pokemon. Like, I know like her starter, like, that obviously is different.
Mm-hmm.
But I swear there's another Pokemon that changes based on what type you have.
Generally, they change 2 or 3 of them, yeah.
That's usually how it works, is like there's the starter and then one other Pokemon that's the other typing.
Yeah, in Gen 5, I think the monkey, like, you know how you start with one Pokemon and then they give you one of the elemental monkeys? To compensate?
Yeah. That was like the way to beat the first gym.
Yeah, I believe that's how they, I think that makes it so that, those Pokemon, hang on, what am I trying to say? I think that happening, that changes, like, your rivals also get different Pokemon that way. Either Rockruff, just did it.
Yeah, I ate it too. I trailblazed it.
I hit it with that Aqua Jet. It couldn't even move, baby.
I'm just gonna keep trailblazing.
Okay,
or actually, no, I should bulldoze this because it's an electric type.
Remember Palmy? I remember Palmy.
Well, I don't remember Palmy because it's about to die. Bye.
Palmy wiped us.
My Donphan has like 86 attack right now, so...
Yikes? Oh yeah, because you EV trained it.
I EV trained it at one time. Oh, Florigato, that's the one I'm scared about, so let's switch into my starter.
Palmy use charge? Would you like to see... What do I have on this Pokemon? What do you got, my guy? Bulldoze? No.
Bulldoze is pretty good.
I do have Bulldoze, actually.
I mean, there's stronger moves, but like Bulldoze is pretty good.
Bulldoze also killed it, so that's good. Where's that? 21 versus the 24 that we're gonna see later.
My Donphan has Trailblaze, which raises its speed, and Bulldoze, which lowers the enemy's speed.
Nice.
Terastallizing Incinerate. And it's gonna
Terastallize.
Hey, we might actually be able to do Iona. Nimona wasn't as hard as I thought.
I have Bulldoze plus Soft Sand plus Terra Stall, so let's see what that does.
Oh, it's probably gonna wreck it.
Good. The first time I don't Terra Stall something, that's Terra Stall something that's not true. I was gonna say I Terra Stall something that's not my starter, but I've done it with other Pokemon such as my giant snail in my other version.
I'm like looking at my Streamlabs like stats, and I'm just watching it jump from like 2K to 4K to like the second upload speed, just like up and down.
That's a bit scary.
I mean, it's nothing consistent, but as long as it's still doing it at a certain rate, it's fine. I wish it would be more consistent, but that's kind of
Insta-killed, get bent. Imagine Terra Stall.
Yeah, I insta-killed as well, so...
I think we're set for Yono.
We can fight Yono. Oh, Snarl. Look at Snarl, it's better than Bite on this thing.
What's even greater is that the fact that this is a ground type means that I don't have to deal with any of Yono's, like, lightning attacks.
Yeah. Miss Magius will have ghost moves, though.
You battle like someone with more than 2 badges.
Bellybolt will have water moves, I think.
I think so too. But
it has a great... What I like about this game, in this gen, they added a lot of coverage moves to certain Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, you have Pokemon with vast coverage now.
Which they, like, all the AI utilizes awfully, but here we are.
Well, the AI is shit, but like, most fights are kind of challenging only via the amount of moves that different type moves that the AI knows.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but you ever realize how the guy at the counter looks like that one guy from Gen 7? Gen 8?
Which guy?
The president.
Oh, President Rose? I see a little bit of it.
He's got the mustache.
Am I full health? I think I'm full health. Either way, I didn't take damage, so like... I guess
no, but recharge your Terra Orb if you used it at least.
Oh, I did. Oh, fuck.
Oh wait, I can't go to the... right. I forgot.
I think I started it too.
Yeah, as soon as you go outside.
Yeah, as soon as we go outside, it starts the thing.
Electroweb, Wooza, what's it? Yono, it's like someone who doesn't know what a streamer's like. I don't understand.
There are streamers that actually act like that.
No, I know, like, there's some things that I can tell are like, streamer stuff, and then there's other things like, your catchphrase doesn't make sense. Like, oh yeah, Mr. Walkabout.
The who's a what's it Iono? It makes sense because it's supposed to be like I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, I see. Also, like, 3 languages to say hello is kind of something that's obviously Iono's personality.
Hello, hola, ciao, or whatever thing said. I don't remember.
Yeah. Also, I don't know about you. Ready? I've got you in my Electroweb is... I don't like it, but it's very streamer.
I've seen lots of people I've actually seen a lot of Pokemon characters talk like that too, where it's like, haha, and then they say a Pokemon move.
Yeah, it's like, I've got you in my
Electroweb. I think it was
Electroweb.
the professor from Gen 7 that does a lot of that.
Oh yeah, because he's like he's all about wrestling and stuff, so he keeps like shooting.
He's all about Pokemon moves.
Yeah. But he's also a luchador. Oh right. There's that. There's yeah, it just reminds me of like YouTubers like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier
It's a high energy YouTuber vibe that people like. They put on an act. You obviously know they're putting on an act.
Oh yeah, but like you know how they start their streams with like a catchphrase or something like top of the morning to you laddies. Ew, why is my Quackaval out? What the heck? I think Markiplier has a line like that, but I don't remember. He's obviously not the Mass Royale. I think you're lying to me.
This is just most introductions, like, hey guys, I'm Markiplier, or something like that. I can't remember.
So he doesn't.
I watched Markiplier.
I know old. I know old PewDiePie used to go, "How's it going, bros?" But I don't think he does that anymore. Yeah, that's like the golden age of YouTube. How the YouTubers used to start their videos and stuff.
Yeah. And then everyone wanted to be a YouTuber. And
YouTube made it easy.
Well, it was still hard because of all the competition at that point. Like, cause like the very beginning, like those people got put in place of, hey, I'm a YouTuber, and then everyone else is kind of like copying.
Yeah. So.
And they're competing.
Oh no, my battery's dying. And like this is not to say that I don't. How they did let you behind the counter, sir? Not to say that this is a bad thing, because I think that accessibility of an art form is good. But it did definitely saturate the market, and you get some people that do not treat it like an art style.
Yeah.
Can't believe they baited us with the freaking hairpins.
Yeah, I totally thought that was gonna be a Magnemite.
You
when I saw it.
The description didn't say anything about it. I'm in trouble because Quaxwell is in front throughout this entire fight. Okay, hold up.
Jeez.
Oh, good thing low sweep's busted. Thunder Wave. That's fine. I have Aqua Jet.
Yeah, but you still have the chance of being paralyzed.
Hey, it's fine. See, it's fine. Oh, okay, well this thing doesn't apparently use lightning moves, electric moves, so we're fine. Stop being paralyzed, Quaxwell. I don't want to do this again. This is what happened with the Palmy. Was it Palmy? There's some other Pokemon that paralyzed me for like it was a freaking Mary. He is obviously not.
Oh yeah, no, the market did get oversaturated with YouTubers.
And the same as...
It was the same with streamers as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's what allows me to be an affiliate, so that's not necessarily inherently a bad thing. It just makes it harder to pierce.
It's just a lot of competition between people now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm always flabbergasted because I don't network well, right? So I'll see like some friends of mine that they'll start streaming and they'll know how to network, right? Or they'll prepare their stream starts way more than I prepared mine, and they'll like, I've got a friend, she's fantastic, she's super entertaining, love her to bits, she's like a fresh VTuber, generally great person, right? Has surpassed me already. She's been streaming for like, I think, less than 6 months.
VTubers are also just like very popular.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but like, and I don't want to take away from her talent.
If I had the money to drop on a VTuber model, that'd be great.
I think I would have too. It would have definitely solved this issue of the mess in the background. I
mean, you have a lot of mess on your stream.
Yeah. It would remove some of the clutter because I could be like in the forefront instead.
My stream is just very, like, I have like nothing on the screen besides gameplay. Mostly because in the past I wanted to keep it clear just in case I wanted to make videos. I
mean, it doesn't look that bad. There's just black now. Just a lot of black. In my opinion. Because, like, I don't have all the clutter. Sigma's there. But he has to be there. We've had this conversation before. I don't want Flail. Flail bad. I removed some useless stuff, and then there's a swear jar on the left. Really, the middle is just kind of... It's like widescreen.
You just gotta keep adding the different head to Sigma, and you're good.
Yeah, that's what I think. Well, the Pokemon, I don't feel like there's an actual antagonist. Nemona? Okay.
Just Nemona's head.
Let's go. Nemona.
Oh, I am now at the point where I can go fight. I don't know, but I'm gonna go heal, and I don't think I'm gonna have 10 minutes.
Fair enough. Save image as Pokemon Scarlet Demon. Paint.
My party's pretty varied now. I
Good.
want to get rid of gumshoes, but
We're doing great. Dot web page? Ew.
if I get rid of gumshoes and bring in the weasel after, that actually does round up my party quite a bit.
Why is this page so big? What the heck?
Yeah, because if I get weasel, that's a ground type, an electric type, a fire type, a water type, a grass type, and then I have my bug flying type.
Nice.
Yeah, that's actually some pretty good. Like, if I had the choice, I would swap out like the Vespa Queen for a dark, psychic, or ghost type.
I have to find Clav. Oh no! I messed up Nimon's hair. Photoshop? Never heard of her.
He's just erasing parts of it.
Yeah, I move. Well, I put it into paint, and then I move like. I move the face up to the top left, and I just rip off the rest. I shrink it down, and I save it as a PNG. Oh wow, he's the only person on screen.
I can activate studio mode just so I can mess around with a couple things I want to see.
Get ready for the biggest face you've ever seen on stream in the history of ever. Oh, you know what? It's not as big as I thought it would be. There we go. Sigmona. We did it. We have Sigmona. Oh my god, this is... It's not as funny as I think it is, but it's so funny. Oh lord.
300. Nope.
Okay, let's go heal up because I don't want to have Quackaval in front anymore. When is oh my god, I want to evolve my muds. Bum 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 bum. It's the first time in 9 generations they changed the song a little bit. That's not true. They remixed it a little bit every time.
There we go.
What did you do?
Fuck, it works. Cool.
What'd you do?
I gotta make sure that works for like all the rest of like next streams we do.
I don't know what you did because I can't see because my phone's on the charger.
I mean, I'm not really doing anything else because I don't want to risk it. Getting into a long fight now.
Oh, is that what you meant? Yeah. No, I'm ready to stop the stream now. Shut up. Why are you not muted, Twitch? Jeez.
Off studio mode. There we go.
Alright. You want to deafen?
Sure.
Cool. That concludes tonight's stream of Pocket Monsters Scarlet version. We did great. The computer stayed alive. I'm so proud of you, PC. You're doing great. So it looks like my trick works. I had certain things up and at him. We lost 0 Pokemon today. Pat on the back for us. We're doing great. We are set to fight another gym next week on Tuesday. As for me, tomorrow I will be doing a proper stream of Breath of Fire 4. Tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna have a great time with that. And then that's it. That's the only stream tomorrow. So I hope that I will see y'all there. Because Twitch is gonna work this time, right? Cross your fingers, knock on wood. Yeah. So check out Void if you haven't already. Most of you know him already. He's a part of the Discord server. So Void Arcane. We haven't done this in a while. There you go. But he's great. He's great. He's funny. He doesn't think he is as much as I think he is, but it's fine. He's a fantastic streamer, even though he doesn't stream much at all. He's a fantastic person, actually. So give him some love. That being said, peace out, folks. I love you, folks, and we'll be done until tomorrow.